if it's on or off. Oh, definitely it's on all the way. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. Alright, real quick, let me check something. Check to see if the audio is good on this stream. Like the mic volume. Potato chip. Potato chip. Oh yeah, it's pretty good actually. It's actually really loud. Holy shit, you can hear me. Oh yeah, it's pretty good actually. It's actually really loud. You can hear me crunching, wow. Holy shit, you can hear me. Oh yeah, it's pretty good. It's actually really loud. You can hear me crunching, wow. Holy shit, you can hear me. Oh yeah, it's pretty good. How about now? You can hear me crunching, wow. Holy shit, you can hear me. How about now? You can hear me crunching, wow. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's very good. Very good, as Grandpa would say. Very good, Nicholas. Alright. What's crack-a-lackin'? Welcome to the stream. We'll be starting it in a couple minutes. Actually, I gotta back out and delete this save file. So that's what I'm gonna do. Mainly because I need a new story. And New Game Plus is not on Arkham Asylum, so. Because what I did was, I deleted the old. Give me a minute, let me finish chewing this. Sometimes I try to chew and talk at the same time, it doesn't work. Anyways. Why am I streaming this game? With the redo for this walkthrough is way overdue. I deleted the original walkthrough for this game on the channel. Because I went back and watched it. That was literally the oldest thing I uploaded. And when I watched the whole thing, it was so cringe. Wasn't even funny. Like that, I did the first original Arkham Asylum walkthrough I did it before I hit puberty. Like you could, like the commentary was so cringe. You could tell how outdated it was and how old it was, judging by like Mike in the background. Like Mike, you could hear Mike's voice in the background and he sounded like a 2-year-old. That's how old that walkthrough was. And I think I did that shit back in high school or some shit. But I decided to delete all my old stuff, all my cringe shit on my channel, and start fresh and do new stuff. So I'm redoing the Arkham Asylum walkthrough. So. Damn. Plus I wanted a reason to revisit this game anyway, because I can't choose between this and City. It's literally a toss between this and City. This is probably my favorite out of all the Arkham games. But at the same time, City is really good too. And the thing about Arkham Knight is, I like Arkham Knight. It's a decent game. Not a bad game. Same thing with Arkham Origins. I love Arkham Origins. Great year 2 Batman game. But the problem with those two games, they weren't written by Paul Dini. Matter of fact, I don't think either one of those games were written by a comic book Batman writer, period. See, that's the thing. If a Batman writer who wrote for other Batman material isn't writing the games, like when they said Scott Snyder was writing the Gotham Knights game, and then they lied, and the story turned out to be complete garbage and dog shit. That's why I just stopped caring about modern day DC games, and I've been seeing what's been going on with the new Suicide Squad game, and that shit's hilarious. What you need to know about the Suicide Squad game is, the reason why it sucks ass is because it's not the same development team that worked on the original Rocksteady Batman games. The people that worked on this game, the people that worked on City, the people that worked on Night, the people that worked on the original Batman Arkham trilogy, not all of those people work at Rocksteady anymore. So that's why they don't even know what the fuck they're doing. That's why they treated Batman's character in that game like shit. And that's why, and that was Kevin Conroy's last game that he did voice acting for. And they totally butchered it. They did not honor his passing at all. Like, they totally shit all over his character, and that really made me mad. So. Because, I mean, if you don't know this channel, if you don't know me as a Batman fan, Kevin Conroy is my Batman. That's the Batman I grew up with. I grew up watching the animated series, The New Adventures, Batman Beyond, playing the Arkham games. You know, Kevin is my Batman. Period. You know, all the movies, the cartoon, the Batman the Animated Series version of the character is pretty much, for me, it's the definitive version of Batman. And, yeah. Like, if we're talking live action actors, if we're talking movie Batmans, if we're talking, like, who's your favorite live action Batman? I've said this many of times and it will never change. It's Keaton. Michael Keaton is my favorite live action Batman. Because the thing with my generation is, I grew up with the Christian Bale movies, but I saw the Keaton movies before I saw the Bale movies. So when the movies for the Dark Knight trilogy were coming out, I saw the Keaton movies and the Schumacher movies on TV first, and that's what got me into Batman. But the first Batman movie I ever saw was Batman 1989. The one with Keaton and Jack Nicholson, and I fucking fell in love. And then I played the Lego game, the original Lego Batman video game from 2008. And it had the Keaton music in it, like it had the Tim Burton music in it and shit. The Danny Elfman theme. And then, like I said, growing up with the cartoons and the animated series and the action figures at that time, the comics at that time were fucking phenomenal. That's why whenever I see these supposed Batman fans, I call them Batwagon fans, because it's kind of like sports where you have bandwagon football fans. Well, in comics, you have the same thing. You have bandwagon comic book fans, and you got these people who claim to be in the comics, right? I love Batman. Yeah? What's your favorite Batman story? Dark Knight Returns. Frank Miller. Year One. Frank Miller. Killing Joke. Alan Moore. Batman Hush. Let me tell you something. All those people out there, all they talk about is the same fucking comics, the same graphic novels, the same... These are the Batman stories you need to read. Those are Batwagon fans. Plain and simple. Those are Batwagon fans. Claim to have watched the animated series even though they weren't even fucking alive when it came out. Like, they weren't even around when it came out. Now, granted, you have your true G's, your original Bat YouTubers like K-Wing and stuff like that. Those people are like he's the OG. Like, K-Wing is the original Batman YouTuber. So, like, him, yeah. You know, if you sit in one of his streams and you ask him what his favorite Batman comics are, chances are it's not going to be Dark Knight Returns. Chances are it's not going to be Killing Joke. It's not going to be the ones that everybody else talks about. So, K-Wing is one of those guys that you want to get into Batman, go to him. Shout out to K-Wing, by the way. But, I mean, you got all these people on YouTube that I'm a Batman fan, and I know about comics, and this and that. But all these, like, you Watch Mojo, all these people, these are the top 10. And it's literally, they're all the same. It's the same fucking comics. It's the same graphic novels. I feel like I'm going into these Warner Brother executive meetings where they're like, what's the pitch for the next Batman movie? It's got to be fucking Dark Knight Returns or Year One, man. That's it. That's all we can do. It's like, you know there are like 50 million other Batman comics, right? You know there's like millions of stories that are way darker than Dark Knight Returns and fucking Killing Joke, right? Why don't you try reading Arkham Asylum, Serious House on a Serious Earth by Grant Morrison? That is literally the book that inspired this game. This is probably the darkest Batman story on the fucking planet. I mean, there are more now, obviously. You have Batman Damned, Batman White Knight. There's a whole bunch of new dark-ass Batman stories. But it's hilarious. Phenomenal. And, you know, when I talk about... Hold on, let me wash my hands. Shit like that. Let me go get... Because I don't want to sit here all day and talk about this shit. I really want to get this thing going. I want to play this game, but... Hold on. So this is what happens when you piss me off. I go on a rant. We just got these bananas today and they look like shit already. Phenomenal. Love the economy. Loving it. Loving the fucking customer service. Fantastic. Brand new banana and it's all brown already. Imagine that. Phenomenal. Fantastic. Yeah, yeah, baby. Got my potassium. Got my potassium for the day. But yeah. Where was I? Oh yeah, but when I hear all these supposed Batwagon fans talk, I'm just like, whatever. Look, let's be real. Modern comics is shit. But the thing is, nobody talks about modern comics. Like, none of the modern Batman stuff, nobody talks about. Man, it's funny how nobody talks about any of the Neil Adams stuff. Nobody, like the 1970s, nobody talks about like the 1980s stuff. Because Batman didn't get serious again until the 1980s. Because, like, I've talked about many of times, if it wasn't for Batman 89, if it wasn't for that movie, if it wasn't for, shit like that. Yeah, that's good. Doing hard mode, by the way. But if it wasn't for that movie, we wouldn't have the animated series, we wouldn't have these games, we wouldn't have a number of different things. So, like, I don't think people understand how pivotal that movie was at the time. But everybody says that it was Frank Miller and his 2 graphic novels that got Batman out of a rut, so just remember that. Just remember, it was The Dark Knight Returns and Year One that got Batman out of the rut, so. Even though Batman 1989 is probably one of the biggest opening box office weekends of all time, so. But, whatever. Arkham Asylum. Hitchhikers may be escaped inmates.
Stand back, fool, I've got a bomb. All right.
Where are you taking me, Bats? Are you taking me to McDonald's? Are we getting drive-through, Bats? Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, and that's the thing, too, is what a lot of people don't realize, too, is Arkham Asylum, the book, the comic, the graphic novel by Grant Morrison, that came out the same year 1989 came out. So the movie, when the movie was coming out, the Arkham Asylum comic was coming out. So...
shop to you.
Also, rip Kevin Conroy, by the way. Still can't believe we lost him. It's crazy. It's been a year and I still can't fathom it. Like, I can't even wrap my head around it. And Mark said he retired from being Joker, so he's not going to play Joker anymore, so rest in peace to that. Which, I mean, it's not a bad thing. Like, I mean, why continue to play the character if the guy you voiced alongside's no longer going to be Batman, you know what I mean? It's pretty loud, probably. It's probably, like, really loud. I probably need to change the audio. Commissioner Gordon! Ah, Commissioner Gordon! Thought I turned music off. Let's lower it a little bit so we don't get copyrighted. How about that? How about that, Batsy? Yeah, I think we should lower it a little bit. It's probably loud as shit. Officer Balls. Officer Balls. What'd you say? What did you just say? Nah, but yeah. Yeah, the music can be like right there, I guess.
Yes, sir. He's waiting for you down at patient handover. He got here just before you did.
I don't really need to hear it. I've played the game millions of times, so it's mainly for you guys to hear.
They're all good, aren't they? I want him securely locked away this time. Another escape, and I will lose support of my men. Look.
Hold on, let me fuck with it a little bit more. But anyways, let me continue talking about what I was talking about. Before we continue any further, when you talk about, look, if you're gonna ask me, okay, Nick, well, if you're the biggest fucking Bat fan on the planet, what do you recommend? I ain't recommending shit. Start wherever you want. You know what I mean? You want to read something, if you want really dark Batman, like I said, Arkham Asylum's probably the graphic novel for you. You know what I mean? If you want, like, yeah, it depends what you are into. You know what I mean? For me, what got me into it was the animated series, Kevin Conroy. So anything Paul Dini writes, whether it's his Detective Comics run, Streets of Gotham, you know, if you like the Arkham games, read the Arkham comics. They're not canon. Like, they don't fit the canon of the games because what you have to realize about the Arkham timeline and the Arkham universe is none of it's canon. Aside from the games, I would even go as far as to say that this and Arkham City are probably the only thing that's canon. Even Arkham Knight's probably not even canon. So, if you think Suicide Squad kills Justice League's canon, it's probably not. But the comics, the Arkham comics, those are really good. But if you're gonna read them as like a standalone thing, like, oh, this is cool as its own thing. Don't try to connect it to the timeline of the Arkham games. Don't try to connect it to this game. Don't try to connect it to the City game. Don't try to connect it to Night. Don't try to fill in the gaps because it doesn't work. The timeline's completely fucked. The years that he's Batman, like the career years, don't match up. They say he's only Batman for like 15 years or something. And so yeah, I don't know. But don't try to fill in the gaps. It's not going to work. So you can start with the Arkham comics. If you're a fan of the animated series, read the animated series comics. Read the Batman adventures from the 90s. Or the Batman and Robin adventures, the Gotham adventures, the Batman Beyond comics. Mainly those were geared towards kids, but they're really not. They're for all ages, but they're kind of more geared towards younger audiences because that's who was watching the show at the time. But if you want more Batman animated series, you read those. Yeah, I don't know, man. It all depends what your taste is. If you want like detective stories, dark, dialogue heavy, you want like well written, you need to read Long Halloween, Dark Victory, Haunted Knight, anything Jeff Loeb, Tim Sale. Batman Ego by Darwin Cook. You know, if you want to see Batman get broken and pushed to his limits, you read Court of Owls, stuff like that. Or you read the Nightfall stuff, because the Nightfall story arc, that's what humanized Batman. That's where he was actually, like, he was broken in half, literally. And, yeah. Now, there's a lot of shit, but if I had to give you, like, top 3 writers that I love, we're talking about people who have wrote for Batman, who have supervised Batman. If we're talking about my favorite top 3 Batman writers, it's Paul Dini, Jeff Loeb, Tim Sale. Well, Tim Sale's an artist, not a writer, but Jeff Loeb. But the thing is, too, is I like Jeff Loeb when he's doing the early Batman stuff, so like the 90s Batman stuff. Anything 90s Batman, anything pointy-eared Batman, like when Batman has the fucking long-ass ears, like in this game, where he's got like the super pointy ears. Anything pointy-eared Batman, phenomenal. That's like my favorite version of Batman. Anything 90s Batman, so like your No Man's Land, anything Chuck Dixon, anything Alan Grant. So like, for like example, if you're looking for like a really good Arkham story, The Last Arkham by Alan Grant, Shadow of the Bat, fantastic. Anything like right off, like anything that's right after the 1989, anything that came out after the 1989 movie, anything that was coming out during those movies, so like right around 1989, 1990, 1991, 1992, 1993, 1994, that's when Batman comics were like at their peak. And then the later half of the 90s, you have like the No Man's Land, Prodigal when Nightwing becomes Batman, Batman Troika, because the Nightfall stuff, he's only Batman, and then he gets his back broken by Bane, and then Jean Paul Valley becomes Batman as Azrael Batman, so you get like a different Batman, and he's like a lot darker and shit, which is also cool. It's like metal as shit. It's like Predator mixed with fucking Batman, pretty much. And then you have that comic as well. You have like a Batman versus Predator, where they did like a Batman versus Predator comic. That comic's phenomenal. So anything that came out in the 90s, the Elseworld stuff, like Batman Red Rain, Batman Vampire Batman, any of that shit, anything 90s Batman, that's what I love. That's my favorite Batman. My top: Jeff Loeb, Alan Grant. Those are my top 3. Basically, when Tim was Robin, and then like I said, like the Long Halloween stuff, the Dark Victory stuff, the Haunted Knight stuff, that's kind of like year 2-ish. The only Frank Miller thing that I like is year 1. That's it. I don't like anything else from Frank Miller. I don't like All-Star Batman. I don't like Dark Knight Returns, because they make Batman this, they portray him as like a soldier fighting a war, and it's stupid as shit. Like, he'll like pick up Robin and go, "You're a good soldier." Like, didn't he say that to Carrie Kelly or whatever when she was Robin? "You're a good soldier. Don't worry, I'll get you back to the Batcave." Like, that sounds so dumb. That sounds so dumb. We're not fighting a fucking war here, Batman. Yeah, it's a war on crime, but we're not fighting in fucking Vietnam. You know what I mean? This isn't fucking... It's not a war. You know what I mean? And then, like, I just don't... I don't care for Frank Miller's Batman, period. I don't like it. And when he's like talking down to Robin and shit and All-Star Batman, and he's like cursing and shit, and he's like, "You're just a soldier and this and that. You're pussy whipped, and you're this and you're that." And he literally, like, Robin gets thrown through a fucking ringer in that comic. Just total shit. Frank Miller, like, people, like, that's the average executive in Hollywood, where they're like, "What's the darkest we can get?" It's Frank Miller. That's what they do. That's what they turn to. They go, oh, Frank Miller's the darkest. Frank Miller's the edgiest. No, he's not. No, he's not. His dialogue sucks. Right? And usually, 9 times out of 10, a lot of the art design for the comics he writes, they suck. So, look, I don't hate Frank Miller. This isn't, like I've said this many of times, this isn't me bashing Frank Miller. I don't have anything against him. It's just people pivot him as this fucking god of Batman. He's not. I like his shit at Marvel more than I do at DC. I love his Daredevil. I love his Wolverine. I love anything he works on at Marvel. Fantastic. Anything Frank Miller does at Marvel, fucking phenomenal. But when people pivot him as this Batman god, it's horseshit. It's horsecock. None of his Batman stories besides Year One are the best. Like, Year One is the only one that I like, because it retells the origin, a more darker and serious, more modern take on his origin. That's it. And Alan Moore. The Killing Joke is not the greatest thing ever. I know a lot of people think it's like the greatest thing ever. And I love Alan Moore. I love Watchmen. Fantastic. I love V for Vendetta. But Alan Moore's Killing Joke is not that great. Okay? One, because the thing about the Joker that I like about the Joker, he's unpredictable. And he's all over the place. And his backstory is ambiguous. Meaning, you leave it to your imagination. Because he's always like this bullshit con artist, and he's always telling lies, and he's like, you don't even know if he's telling the truth or not. So for Alan Moore to go, this is his backstory, it's horseshit. Yes, he could have fell into a vat of chemicals, or not. You know, he could have had a wife, or not. See, that's why I like his animated counterpart better, because he's basically... How do you think Harley Quinn was created? He bullshitted the fuck out of Harley Quinn. Harleen Quinzel was literally his psychiatrist, and he fucked with her so much in the head that she basically turned to his side. So that's why I don't care for The Killing Joke, is because why are you going to give me an origin story for this character? Why are you going to make me feel sympathetic for this guy? He's not supposed to be like that. Just like, that's why I didn't like Joker. I didn't like the Joaquin Joker movie. I thought the time period it was set in was phenomenal, and like the set pieces, the prop designs, the, you know, like the aesthetic for the movie was fantastic. Set in the 80s, Gotham, the whole thing. But they gave him this they gave him like a reason as to why he's insane. And it's like, oh, if you push someone who's got mental health issues down so much, this is what happens. And it's like, yeah, that is what happens. But the thing with the Joker is, you're supposed to leave it to the person who's reading it or whatever, or watching it. You're supposed to leave it to the imagination of why is he fucking so insane. And the reason why I liked in the Batman, the Robert Pattinson one, when he goes, and that's why it's not even in the movie, it's a deleted scene, but when he goes into Arkham to talk to Joker, you're just supposed to leave it to your imagination. Like, he's fucked, his face is all fucked up, you know, his hair is like all, like it's spotty, and he's got hair missing, and it's like, it literally looks like he got into a, like, car accident and shit. You know, he looks like different things could have happened to him. He could have fucking fell into chemicals, or Pattinson's Batman could have just beat the shit out of him so much that he fucked him up so bad that that's why he looks like that. You leave it to your imagination. Right now, they have not told the origin of that Joker. Right? That's why a lot of people liked Heath Ledger's Joker, was because he always was bullshitting people. He was always, my father was a drinker, my father was this, and then he would say other shit like, he made it sound like he served in, like, a war or something, and he was, like, an old veteran or something. Like, he would fuck with people's heads. Like, when he's talking to Two-Face, and he's like, introduce a little anarchy. Right? He's fucking with people. He's leaving it to the imagination. So, that's what the Joker is. So for the Killing Joke to go, yeah, this is like this is how he was created. It's like, all right, cool, whatever. Maybe, maybe not. It's cool as like a what, like maybe that's what happened, but that's not a guarantee. And maybe that's what the Killing Joke is trying to portray, is that maybe it's trying to say, maybe this is what happened. Maybe he's just bullshitting Batman, just playing games, because that's how he is. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna talk about it forever. Let's just play the game. Tired of talking about it. So, invert flight. I don't know what that is yet.
All this new security. How's a guy supposed to break out of here?
He's not. Yeah, but I don't know. That's why I get exhausted talking about all this type of shit, is because there's people out there who just don't understand these characters. You know, like you get the Bat fans, Bat bandwagon, Batwagon fans, and I'm a Batman fan. Yeah, alright, whatever. Bullshit me some more. You know what I mean?
The good old cavity search. Much more personal. Ooh, would you sneak in with your bats? Come on, tell me. Batarangs, bat claws, ooh, bat smacks.
Scan the screen on Joker. Open the gate. Get him out of there.
Scooby-Doo reference in a Batman game. Bat snacks! Like Zoiks, man! Scoop! Batman brought bat snacks! Holy shit!
Is that a crocodile I hear? What's up, Doc? Pencil me in for tomorrow at 4. We've got a lot of catching.
I don't know, when he said, would you sneak in with you, I was gonna say something like really fucking like, really like fucked up, but I think I'll keep my mouth shut. I was gonna say something like, nah, I brought in like a Ass Blaster 9000 so that they can torture the shit out of you with it, but I'll just leave it to the imagination, whatever. Nah, but yeah, Arkham Asylum, the comic. like Serious House on a Serious Earth, holy shit. The art is scary as shit. The way it's written is just really messed up. It's just, I don't know, there's a lot of dark Batman stories out there that are darker than Dark Knight Returns and shit like that, so.
Just gotta check your prisoner, Officer Bowles.
Whatever, just be quick.
Only following procedure. Well, patient seems to be in
I don't
satisfactory
know.
condition.
If you're gonna get into Batman, do your research.
Minor lacerations, probably.
You know what I mean? Don't just,
There seems to be.
this is what everybody recommends. You know? Don't just listen to what everybody else reads. Just like I said, you don't have to...
He's good. Get the door open.
You don't have to take what I told you. You don't have to take those recommendations. You don't have to read what I spat off like a couple minutes ago. All those recommendations I made, you don't have to take those. You know, those are just what I love. Those are the versions of Batman I love. Those are the comics that I love. That's my version of Batman. So, you don't have to read that stuff. You can pick whatever you want. Like I said, find your own niche. Find what you like. Find what your fancy is. And then see if they have something based on that. Like I said, if you're a fan of these games, read the Arkham comics. But chances are they're not canon to this. You know, if you're a fan of the animated series, read those comics. But chances are those are not gonna tie into the show, you know what I mean? Like, it's all in its own universe, so, you know what I mean? If you're a fan of like Elseworld stuff, of like different takes from different time periods and shit, Gotham by Gaslight, like I said, Vampire Batman, all kinds. Thrill Killer Batman, Batman Knight of the Round Table, where he's like Sir Arthur, King Arthur and shit. You know what I mean? You got all kinds. You got Viking Batman, you got
Anything you want, they probably got it. So,
Must have been one of the guards.
you want BDSM Batman, they probably got that shit. So, it all depends. It all depends what your taste is. You know what I mean? But like I said, I like when Batman has the pointy ears, best. That's when he's at his best. Killer Croc, my boy. Waylon Jones.
What's it doing?
Smelling me.
I've got your scent, Batman. I will hunt you down.
Bring it on, Croc. Or, in this case, he would say,
Color won't stop me from killing you. Batman, did you put deodorant on? I can smell your BO.
That reminds me, I really need to get me some new shoes.
Move up.
Are you sweating, Batman?
yes, I am. I don't recommend using Axe. That doesn't do shit for you. If you're going to use a scent, I recommend Old Spice.
Not where
Then he does like the fucking whistle. Does the whistle.
Still have a trick or two
Old
up my
Spice.
sleeve.
Imagine Batman doing the Old Spice commercial.
How a fire at Blackgate
You know, he could do it too, like if you do like fucking Neil Adams Batman, where he's like the shirtless Batman, where he's fighting Ra's al Ghul in the desert with the sword and shit.
Frankie, you really should learn to keep
He's got like no shirt on and shit.
yours shut.
The what do they call it? The hairy chest Batman.
Tell me something. You've never let me catch you this easily.
Raish.
What are you really?
What do you need to dip into the Lazarus for? Use Old Spice. It'll make you feel younger.
Meaningless lives brought to a horrifying conclusion. All thanks to you and a book of matches.
Alright.
Is that
Yeah,
the
fuck with the
answer you
costume in
wanted?
this game. It's really good. It's basically what it is. It's more like of a darker take on the New Adventures costume. Pretty much. That's what it is.
What's he doing? Stay where you
And
are.
that's why I've always loved these games.
Get a light on him.
Because they're like... It's basically just a continuation of the animated series. That's it. It's like a darker version of the animated series.
Don't you trust me?
That's why I love these games. Mainly the first two. Like, this one and Arkham City, phenomenal. Because Paul Dini wrote them. But Paul Dini didn't write Arkham Knight, so Arkham Knight's kind of like all over the place. I mean, I still like it, but it's not. Doesn't hold a candle to these two. These two are like fucking phenomenal. They're flawless.
I'll be sure to try harder
They're
next
just,
time.
like,
What
really
say
good.
we aim for 100?
And another reason why I like this one is because this was the last game. This is I think this is the last one where Arlene Sorkin played Harley Quinn, Hamill was the Joker, and Conroy was the Batman. Like, all three of them were together. Because, I don't know if you know this, but Arlene Sorkin also passed away last year, too. So, rest in peace. Harley Quinn, the original Harley Quinn, passed away. So, the lady who did the voice of Harley in this game was the original Harley in Batman the Animated Series, and that was my Harley growing up, you know what I mean? Like, that was my version of Harley. I loved her. Like, before they made her into this trashy, hoey, skanky character, she was like just like a girl in a jester outfit. Like, they made, like, she was actually able to be rehabilitated and shit. Like Batman actually helped her become normal again and stuff. Like, I loved that version of Harley. And I think this is the last time she voiced her. And then she passed away last year, like Kevin. So, rest in peace to both of them. So that means, like, Mark's pretty much the only one left. Luke Skywalker's the only Jedi left. The choke's on you. Not joke, choke. Get it?
Honey, I'm home. Come on in.
But yeah, I love Arlene. I think Arlene was from New York as well. Arlene has, like, that New York accent. Come on in! Hi, sweetheart! Like, she has, like, that, yeah. Or, I don't know, New Jersey, whatever. I think they confirmed it in one of the Paul Dini comics. I think it was Gotham City Sirens. She's either from New Jersey or Long Island, one of the two. And then I think Conroy was from Long Island as well. It's really loud. Why is it so loud? But yeah, I think Conroy was from Long Island as well. He's from New York, because he went to Juilliard. I think that's about as good as it's gonna get. I don't really want to get it any lower, but also don't want to have it any louder either. Yeah, it's fine. Here, have some electricity. Have some electricity. Ah! Ah! Shit. Kind of screwing myself over here. Batman, get out of the corner! Bro. Bro! What are you doing, man? Oh, he does throw the batarang? So we have the batarangs. I like how the guards are sitting back there. You guys suck. I can do a better job than that. You're trash, Joker. Alright. So this is hard mode, right? I believe so. I don't know, we beat it once on hard mode, I can beat it again. I've played these 50 million times, these games. I grew up with these games. It's crazy when this game came out. I remember it coming out and I'm like, yeah, whatever. When it came out back in 2009, because it came out around the time of the Dark Knight trilogy. Like, I think the Dark Knight came out in 2008, and then this game came out, and I was like, yeah, whatever. And then I didn't even know that Conroy was voicing Batman. I didn't know Mark Hamill was voicing Joker. Like, I didn't know Arlene was Harley in it. Like, I didn't know it was basically, like, the cast that I grew up with voicing the characters. So I was just like, yeah, whatever, it's gonna be another shitty knockoff Batman game. Because at that time, the only good Batman game was Lego Batman, the first video game, which came out like a year prior, and then the two animated series games, Sin Tzu and Vengeance, which also had all the cast from the animated series. So, but when this came out, when they showed like cover art for it, when they showed the cover art, I was like, yeah, it looks cool. It's like background wallpaper for like a computer or whatever. Like, it looks good as like a desktop background. Like when they have Batman, and he's like jacked as shit, standing outside of the asylum's in the background, the city's in the background, he's holding the batarang. Like, I was like, yeah, it looks cool. It's like wallpaper and shit, but I'm not gonna play it. And then it took me like 2 or 3 years, basically around the time City came out. I was like, you know what, maybe I'll give these games a shot. And then I blew my fucking skull out of the water. Like, it blew my whole mind. Like, I was just like, my whole existence was shattered, so. Because I was like, this is the same cast I grew up with. Oh, it's a Riddler trophy. We'll leave that. I'm gonna leave that for now. Collect that stuff as I go along. Not right now. I need, like, the maps for it, too. Like, the, locations for it. But, nah, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. At the time, I didn't think anything of it. I was just like, alright, cool, what is it? Like, and it's like, because I remember Dad was, like, this is back before leaks and all that shit. This is back when the internet was in its, like, pre-days. But, Pops was like, he was on the computer and there was, like, a superhero website where you could get all your comic book information. Basically, back then, you wanted information about movies, comic books, video games. You had to go on, like, certain websites to get, like, forums and shit. In this case, it was Superhero Hype back then. But, like, they had, like, the pictures, they had, you know, all that stuff. And he's like, yeah, looks like they're coming out with a new Batman game. I was like, yeah, it looks cool, I guess. But back then, I was like, I didn't really, I don't think I had a PS3 in 2009. I don't remember getting a PS3 till 2013. Basically, when Origins came out, that's when I got a PS3. when The Last of Us and Arkham Origins came out, I got that bundle, basically that Black Friday, and that's when I started getting into all those games. So I didn't play this game, and I didn't play City until 4 or 5 years after they came out. And then when I realized, like, holy shit, this is the exact same voice cast I grew up with, and I was like, holy fuck. It's basically just a continuation of the animated series. So I was like happy about that. And then I automatically fell in love. It was true love at first sight. Master Bruce. Oh yeah, that's right. Yo, that's right. Yo, Salty Alfred's in these games. I forgot about that. Master Bruce.
What happened?
Did you know you're an idiot?
To be alive. We must have gone this way. Door's jammed. I'll try and get it open.
What are you talking about, Alfred? You're a moron, sir.
Can you hear me? I'm with Batman.
What is that supposed to mean, Alfred? It means I'm always washing your clothes, making your meals, making your bed. You're basically an invalid. What is that supposed to mean, Alfred? You're a man-child, Master Bruce. That's what that means. Grow up. Stop wearing costumes at night. Get a job. Alfred, you're hurting my feelings. I don't really give a shit. Oh, so it's Oracle first, right? Wait.
He's running free in Arkham.
Do you need anything? Is my dad still there?
Commissioner Gordon is safe. Joker's not far ahead. I'll stay in contact.
Nah, yeah, this is the best. This is the best Batman, in my opinion. Like, this version of Batman's fantastic. Like, long-eared Batman, pointy-eared Batman. Fantastic. Even this costume looks like the Long Halloween Batman. It's phenomenal. It's fucking amazing. So... But you gotta understand, like, all these universes and stuff, they're not connected. Like, they're all separate, so... The comics are not connected to the... Like, they just allude to this universe. A lot of the stuff that happened in the comics might have happened. So, for instance, Oracle's in it. Barbara Gordon did get shot by the Joker. So, the Killing Joke did happen in this universe. So... whether you like it or not. So that's another reason why I don't like The Killing Joke, is because of what they do to Oracle. So what they do to Barbara, not a big fan of. So
Thank God.
thank God. Zaz is a fucking lunatic. No shit. Yeah, Zaz is a I'll get into that in a minute, but Zaz is a villain that I was introduced to via the Alan Grant comics. When I was talking about earlier, when I'm like, yo, read the early 90s stuff, because that's Alan Grant. Alan Grant introduced a lot of characters that you know today. Zaz, Ratcatcher, the Ventriloquist, like the stupid, obscure villains that are, like, really dumb. Like, a lot of the villains that are in this game, character bios and shit, a lot of, like, the really obscure villains that nobody thinks to screw with, but they're really kind of, like, cool, I guess. Like, they're, like, I don't know. But, like, yeah, Alan Grant, he's the one who created Zaz. He's the one who created Ratcatcher. He's the one who created the Ventriloquist. He's the Scarface, the dummy. Like, the dummy Scarface, and the Ventriloquist guy. I think his name's Arnold Wesker or whatever. Alan Grant created that character. And then in the animated series, they brought those characters into the cartoons. Firefly, you know, all those obscure ones that nobody really knows about. They never really get the limelight. They're always kind of just, like, there in the background. They're kind of like Batman's D-listers, I guess. So... But you get a lot of those in the Alan Grant comics. You get Anarchy, you get Tallyman, which is basically kind of like Mad Hatter, but weirder. He looks like a Spawn villain, actually. and then you get all kinds. You get all kinds of different ones. Yeah, Tally Man, that's a character that has like a pointy nose. He literally looks like a Todd McFarlane character. Like, literally it looks like Todd McFarlane drew him. And then there would be comics where they would do like the stupid villains. So like you would get a comic where you'd get Catman, Calendar Man, and somebody else, and they would team up, but they would try to get serious and shit. Like they would do like these little things where they would take the really stupid villains and like make them and put them in the spotlight. It's pretty funny, like Killer Moth. It's Harley Quinn. It's alright. I mean, there are some guys that probably like it, but not really into the whole nurse thing. Not really into the whole nurse fetish. Not a big CNA type guy, if you know what I mean. So. Because there's a rumor going around. There's a rumor going around that all women who are nurses and all women in the medical field, something's going on. We'll just leave it at that. So I don't know, but yeah. So whatever.
I'm here.
But I don't really. Arkham Harley's alright, like she's cool, but like I said, classic Harley, that's like my favorite Harley. That's the Harley I grew up with. So. And I think it's fitting that they would get the girl that voiced Batgirl in the animated series goes on to voice Harley in the next game. It's hilarious. Like Tara Strong, she's now the new Harley Quinn. Like she voices Harley now. But she used to voice Batgirl. And now they got somebody else doing Batgirl. Or Oracle, or whatever you want to call her. But the thing I like about this voice actress, the thing I like, yeah, I'm kind of like all over the place today. I'm kind of really tired. Not really, but really not really, you know what I mean? But thing I like about this voice actress is that she sounds like Babs, like verbatim. Like this sounds like, you know, smart Poindexter type Barbara. So that's what I like about her. It's cool. I've said this many of times before too. The top 3 versions of Batman that I love: animated series, Arkham Batman, and then Keaton Batman. Those are like my top that aren't the comics. We're talking Batman outside of like the comics. We're talking Batman, like these are different iterations that I like that aren't in the same universe. It's animated series is number 1. This is number 2, Arkhamverse, and then Keaton's universe is number 3.
You were rescued by Batman. It was quite impressive.
Like they're not all connected, and they're not all connected to the comics, and they're not all related. They're just different takes on the character. But each of them brings like a different thing to it that makes me love it. So yeah.
What will happen when he runs out of flesh to scar?
I am convinced you'll respond to treatment.
Like I don't really care for the Dark Knight trilogy. I never did. And that's the thing is like those were the Batman movies that I was growing up with. Like those were the Batman movies coming out when I was a little kid, and I saw all of them, but I didn't care for them because the problem is, and I'm not saying the Dark Knight trilogy sucks. It doesn't. It's pretty good. It's pretty phenomenal, but it's just not my thing. Like it's that to me that's not Batman. Like you put Batman in a realistic world, it just doesn't fit. When he's like too realistic, where it's basically Gotham City, Chicago, it's stupid. Like I just can't. like, I don't, it's, and he's not even driving a Batmobile, it just looks like a tank. Like, I mean, it's cool, but, like I said, it's not my thing. It's not Batman to me, so. Gotham's supposed to feel like its own thing. It's supposed to be a mixture of London, New York, New Jersey. It's supposed to be like a different, like, it's just a different architecture from different decades. You can't tell if it's in the 30s, you can't tell if it's in the 40s, you can't tell if it's in the 50s, the 60s, because all the technology from different time periods blend into it. So you'll have, like, clock towers, you know, cathedrals, and you'll go, wait, are we in Victorian London? No, you're in Gotham. Well, why is it always raining? Why is the architecture like all gothic and, you know, shit like that? That's how the city is. Deco noir, that type of shit. That's Batman. Like the blimps in the sky and shit, the blimps, you know, that's Batman. When we get outside of the asylum in this game, you'll see what I'm talking about in the distance. Or for when we replay City, for that matter, because I'm probably going to do a New Game Plus walkthrough for City as well, so we'll probably revisit City. But in those, in all these games, they show you, like, Gotham's like this it's this thing that's constantly changing but not changing. Like, it's stuck in time but not. Like, it's advancing technology wise, but it's also like a lot of the shit stays the same. I don't know. It's a mixture of different shit. So there's a Riddler trophy back there, by the way. It's cool. That's why I like it. It's interesting. That's why I like the Pattinson Batman more than I do Christian Bale's and Ben Affleck's, because a lot of people didn't like... There are a lot of people out there, a lot of Bat fans, a lot of hardcore Batman fans too, that didn't really care for it. Where they're like, even Kevin Smith said, where he's like, how fucking realistic are we gonna get? Like, I mean, I think this is as dark and as realistic as you can get for a Batman, and yeah, it is. But the thing about it, the thing that I liked about it, was that they made the Gotham look like Gotham. You know, the architecture, all that shit. The bat suit looked like a bat suit. Yeah, man. Like, he didn't look like Christian Bale's Batman. The only problem I had with the because I like Batman Begins. Batman Begins is a phenomenal origin for the character. It's a phenomenal movie in itself. And I would actually go to say that that's probably my favorite one out of the whole Dark Knight trilogy. I know people say Dark Knight's a masterpiece and this and that, but me personally, I like Batman Begins out of all three of them. Because the bat suit looks like the bat suit. They show the Narrows. They show Arkham Asylum, like he goes to Arkham Asylum. And then after that, like in Batman Begins, they literally set up a universe. And then in the next two movies, they're like, nah, it just takes place in Chicago. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, the first movie, Wayne Manor looks like Wayne Manor. First movie, Batcave looks like a Batcave. Right? The bat suit looks like a bat suit. And then he goes to Arkham. Even in the video game, too. That's why I love the Batman Begins video game, is you can go to locations that were in the movie, and they explore them even more. They go in depth even more. You can go to Arkham Asylum, you can go to the Narrows, you can go to the shipping docks, but every single part of that movie, you're like, it's pretty cool, this looks like a Batman movie. And then the next two movies after that, it's basically Batman in the real world. So, that's why I don't... I kind of like... I saw Batman Begins in the movie theaters, and then I was like, fucking awesome. Great fucking Batman movie, fantastic. And then the next two ones I see, I'm like, that really... It was good, but it didn't... That didn't feel like Batman.
Stay here.
Yeah, man. Because, like I said earlier in the stream, prior to that, I grew up with the first Batman movies I saw were the Keaton ones. You know, maybe I caught an episode of the 66 show, but back then I was like, alright, this is, you know, this is Grandpa's Batman. This is who Batman was for Grandpa. And, you know, sometimes my dad would watch it when he was young, when he was a little kid. They would have that, and then they would have like Super Friends, the cartoon. But I never, like, the 66, that's not what made me fall in love with Batman. Like, Adam West's Batman, you know, cheesy, campy, may he rest in peace, but that's just not my Batman. That's not the first Batman thing I saw. The first Batman thing I saw was Keaton, the Keaton movies, and the animated series, and that's why those are my favorite iterations of the characters. Because the Batmobiles look like Batmobiles. The costumes look like costumes that Batman would wear. You know, say what you want about the 1989 movie. Say what you want about Tim Burton. Tim Burton never read a Batman comic, right? How does somebody who's never read a Batman comic create the most Batman fucking movie out of all of them, right? Like, the Gotham looks like Gotham. You know, he's flying the Batwing. The Batwing looks like the Batwing. The Batmobile looks like a Batmobile, right? The costume looks like fucking something Batman would wear in the comics. You know what I mean? The only difference is he doesn't have a Robin. That's it. But he was supposedly he was originally supposed to get one. Whether it was in the first movie, second movie, if they were going to do a third movie, probably. And there's actually a comic, I think I've talked about this, there's an 89 comic by Sam Hamm, the guy who wrote the script for the first Batman movie, 89. The original Batman 89 script writer, Sam Hamm. He actually went on to create a comic series, basically sequels of Batman 89 and Batman Returns. So basically, Billy D. Williams becomes Two-Face. You know, Catwoman comes back. Batman gets a Robin. You know, stuff like that. And the newer one, I think the new one's called Batman 89 Echoes. He's in Arkham Asylum. They're introducing Harley Quinn. She looks like Madonna, like she was supposed to, in the original script treatment. And then they're talking about doing Jeff Goldblum Scarecrow, like he was originally supposed to be Scarecrow. So, yeah, they're doing all kinds of stuff. They're actually continuing that universe, even though, you know, we're not going to get movies and stuff like that from that universe. They're doing it in the comics. Same thing with the animated series. Paul Dini and Alan Burnett, they worked on the New Adventures, the comics. Batman, the New Adventures, which is basically... None of it's canon, though. That's the thing, is, like, when you try to tie it into the cartoons and stuff, none of it, like, fits at all. So... I don't know. It's hard, because there's a lot of plot holes. Because in The Adventures Continues Season 1, they introduced Jason Todd into the animated universe. The character was never in the cartoon once. Never appeared in the cartoon. Jason Todd was never a Robin in the animated series. They never showed him, they never mentioned him, they never... nothing. So, for them to bring him into the universe, now all of a sudden, through a comic, you're kind of like, where's the continuity? But I would go as far as to say I like the Batman 89 one more, because when I read the animated series one, when I read The Adventures Continues, it doesn't fit with the animated series. But when I read the Batman 89 comic, it kind of fits, because there was never there's not much room there. So you can pretty much continue the story right off the bat. It's basically just Batman 89 and Batman Returns. Those are the only two movies that happen. So anything after that, there are no plot holes, so you don't got to worry about filling shit in. You could just do whatever you want, and that's what they're doing with that comic. Whereas the Adventures Continues comic there's a lot of plot holes because the animated series, whether it's Batman Beyond, Justice League, there's a wrap-up point. There's like an ending to that universe as Batman. So you're kind of like, careful where you step here, because you're basically treading on like very mushy territory, essentially. Like you're basically just like, it's hard. It's hard. That's why I don't know. I'm not really a. I like that Paul Dini and Alan Burnett worked on it. I like that the original writers who worked on the animated series are working on the comics, but like I said, it's kind of hard to, you're basically treading on very thin territory, because that universe is pretty much wrapped up. Like, there is a conclusion. So, like, that's the thing, like, you gotta be careful. Whereas the 89 universe, there was never a conclusion. You could pretty much go wherever you want with it. Unless you count the Flash movie, which I'm not even talking about that, because I did see it, and I did not like it at all. And I remember they were talking about, this is gonna be the greatest superhero movie ever, this is gonna be the best DC movie ever. Nah. Sucked ass. Sucked ass. Complete garbage. Should not have even been released. Shouldn't have even been released. Should have just left enough alone. Should have just fired Ezra Miller. Canceled his whole thing. I've talked about it in the past on this channel. The fact that they allow what they allowed to happen, dog shit. The only thing I liked about the movie was the Keaton stuff. That was it. And spoilers, at the end of the movie they kill him. So, and now you're like, but Nick, you were just talking about continuity with the Batman 89 comics. Well, if they killed Keaton's Batman off in the Flash, now they have to meet a deadline with the comics. I wouldn't even bother. I don't even set it in the same universe. Just, I wouldn't even bother. Basically, that whole thing they were talking about we were gonna get, where they're like, Keaton's gonna be like the Nick Fury of the DC universe, that's not happening. Like, he's pretty much done. So, the one chance they had to bring him back, they fucked it up. Like, they were gonna do a Batman Beyond movie with him, they were gonna do so much cool shit with Keaton, and they fucked it up big time. They dropped the ball on that one.
There's no escape, Joker. I will find you. I'm counting on it, just not yet.
I don't know, I'm not happy at DC for that one. That's basically, that is DC taking my favorite live-action Batman, shitting all over him. Basically telling me this is your childhood, this is the Batman you grew up with. Fuck you. We're not doing shit with this Batman, we're just gonna kill him off. So that's basically what they did. So, good on you, DC. And that's another reason why the nail in the coffin's done. Like, I'm done. I don't... Marvel, DC, all that shit. Star Wars, I don't care anymore. The nails in the coffins, they're done. I've checked out in terms of all that shit. See, the good thing about media, whether it's physical, digital, whatever, video games, movies, comics, is that the old stuff is there for me to go back to. I can always go back to the old stuff. Just like these games, I can always replay these games. The Keaton movies, I can always go back and watch the Keaton movies, you know. The animated series, I can always go back and rewatch it. But, yeah, in terms of, like, modern media stuff, I don't fucking care anymore. I'm done. I'm checked out. I don't, I don't see the point anymore. There's no point. If you're just gonna take everything I love and shit on it, I really don't care. I'm done. Like, I could give two shits about James Gunn's DC universe, and fuck do I care. I really don't want it to succeed. I don't care. You know, I really don't. And that's the thing too, is like, I wasn't a fan of the Snyder stuff either. Like I've said many times on this channel, I just want good shit. I just want them to give the fans what they want. What did the fans really want, DC? They wanted a Michael Keaton Batman Beyond movie, live action. You fucked that up. So unless you can make that happen, I don't care. You know what I mean? I'm done. I'm checked out. I don't fucking care. And the animated series, prequel series coming out, the Caped Crusader, Kevin Conroy passed away. So if he's not voicing Batman, I don't have to care. I don't have to watch it. It doesn't have to fit in the continuity. It doesn't have to connect to that universe. It doesn't have to canon. To me, it doesn't. I don't have to consider it canon. Because if Kevin's not doing the voice, then I don't have to consider it a prequel. You know what I mean? So, and if you're gonna... here's the thing, too. Here's another thing. Here's a good example. If you're gonna treat his character like shit in Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, I don't have to consider it canon to the Arkhamverse, because it's really not. It's really not. When they're bringing all these people into it, like Joker and shit. Joker in that universe is dead. So, it's not canon. And they're like, oh, it's a multiverse game. Yeah, okay, whatever. Keep coming up with more excuses. I don't have to care anymore. I don't have to buy your shit. I don't have to buy your fucking... your new stuff. I don't care. The old stuff is there for me to read. The old stuff is there for me to watch. The old stuff is there for me to play. I don't have to play your new video games. I don't have to watch your new movies. I don't have to read your new comics. If it's all shit, you're not gonna pay homage to my characters that I love? Fuck you, I don't care. I don't have to like it. There's nowhere where it says I have to. There's nowhere where it says because I'm a DC fan, or because I'm a Marvel fan, or because I'm a Star Wars fan, that I have to always tune in to your content. No, I don't. I don't. I don't have to care, and I don't have to give it my attention, so.
Must have passed out.
Joker went through that door. What's on the other side?
We call it extreme
because what I've realized in the last couple months, last year and a half, whatever you want to call it, life is short. My time is precious. I don't have to waste it on shit that I don't care about anymore. You know what I mean? I don't. I just don't. I don't have to care, and I don't have to waste my time on stupid shit that means nothing to me. You know.
Not for long.
Look, the main reason why I watched the Flash movie was because Keaton was in it. And that's about it. You know. Yep, there you go, he said it. He said the line. He said the meme. Officer Balls. Officer Balls. But I don't know, I don't have to care anymore. You know, I would have been fine with just a Keaton-centric movie. In fact, I would have been fine with a Batman Keaton-based movie. Basically, if you would have just given me a sequel to Batman Returns, you would have given me old Batman, old Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman, like they're married and they have a kid. Basically, Batman Beyond. Like, if you would have gave me just Batman Beyond, where it's old Michael Keaton, old Michelle Pfeiffer, they're married, like Batman and Catwoman are married, they hung up the cape and cowl, and now Batman's training a new Batman. Basically, Batman Returns is a sequel. If you would have just given me that, you know how much fuckload of money that would have made? Instead of bombing, because you had to put him in Flash, and you had to fucking, you know, connect all this multiverse bullshit that you're not even doing now. Like, you're resetting it anyway, so what's the point? You know what I mean? I don't get it. There's a Joker card right here. It's a Joker card. It's pretty cool. Nice little Easter egg. Nice little Easter egg. What's this over here? The book. What is that? Ah, there's some pretty cool Easter eggs in these games too. You gotta look out for. So I'll probably do some of the Riddler challenges and stuff on the on camera. I'll probably do some of it. I'm not gonna like go around collecting all this shit though. Like, that's all stuff I can do off camera. Yeah, the thing is though, you don't fight the Riddler in this. You collect all his stuff and then he goes to jail. That's it.
Joker's escaped. He sealed himself off. He's got your father.
Dad.
Don't worry, I'm getting him back.
Okay, I know, but...
Oracle,
Maybe I have to go in the elevator shaft. Hold on.
I won't let him. I'm starting where he was taken. A guard named Frank Bowles attacked him. If I find Frank, I'll find your father.
Bruce, hurry, please.
A guard by the name of Frank Bowles. No, you don't go this way. I'm sorry. Hold up. You know, that's the thing that pissed me off too, is that Val Kilmer had the potential to be one of the best live-action Batmans. He had the voice, kind of like Conroy. He had the physique, like, you know, like he was built like Christian Bale before Christian Bale came along. Like, Val Kilmer, highly underrated Batman actor. Like, he had a deep voice, looked like Bruce Wayne, had a fucking huge physique. You know, he wasn't like fucking... Like, he just had like a Batman physique. And then Schumacher had to go and give him bat nipples, and... Yeah, that's the thing, like, Batman Forever could have been a good Batman movie. Batman and Robin could have been a good Batman movie. But the problem is with those movies is that they focused more on toys and selling merchandise and making it look really stupid with the neon colors and the... You know, everything had to look like plastic, and it's like... You suffer in the long run. Oh, and at the end of the Flash movie, there's a post-credit scene, and they basically tell you, it's basically like a fuck you to your face, like, Keaton's dead now. We killed Keaton off, right? Like, they kill Keaton's Batman, and then they go, guess who's Batman now? George Clooney. And George Clooney, fucking, he's in a post-credit scene, and he's Batman now. Basically, it's just like a... How can we piss off every DC fan as much as possible in one movie, essentially. That's what that is. So... But the thing is, with all that, none of it matters because they're just going to reset it anyways, so who cares? Because, like I said, James Gunn and his new universe, they're doing a whole different thing. They're doing new Superman, new Batman, all that shit, but at this point in the game, I really don't, I don't care. I really don't give a shit. What's the point?
So when I need security codes,
Excuse me. Sorry about that. That's a Riddler trophy right there. I mean Riddler, Riddle. Iceberg Lounge, Oswald Cobblepot. The Penguin. Open from 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. So it's kind of like a club and, you know, a gallery ball and shit. Nah, but yeah, I don't know. I just don't care anymore. It's hard for me to care. Like, they're like, oh, we're gonna do Robin now. We're gonna, yeah, like, we're gonna do the whole Bat family, like I'm supposed to give a shit. Like, you've waited this long and you expect me to care? You expect me to give a shit? Like, we're finally doing Nightwing, we're finally doing Damian Wayne, and it's, to be honest with you, I really don't fucking care. There's no reason for me to care. What, you're finally doing comic book accurate Batman? Good for you. About fucking time. Took you long enough. Took you long enough. About time. Would you finally get your head out of your ass like all these other companies are starting to decide to do? Like Star Wars is starting to realize, oh shit, maybe we need to fucking stop focusing on checking off boxes and making it about race and sexual orientation and gender and all this other shit. Maybe we need to fucking start getting our head out of our ass and start making good shit that's kind of like the comics. Oh, there's a concept. Imagine that.
Oracle, I'm at the holding cell.
Imagine that.
I'm setting up a crime scene.
So what's the plan?
Nah, I think it's cute. I think it's funny.
Exactly.
It's funny watching these suits fail and then they finally get it. Like they it's funny how people who have shitloads of money, you're rich but you're dumb as shit. Like you're dumb as a post. I never understood that. How are you have so much money? You don't even have common sense. Like I don't get it. Like it just doesn't make sense to me. It's hilarious. It's just funniest shit on the planet.
I can follow traces of alcohol from Frank's.
You're rich as shit, but you're dumb as a box of rocks.
I've got a trail.
So I don't get it. Guess when you have that much money, it just goes to your fucking head, essentially. Like it just gives you such a big ass ego that your head just is so fucking huge and so big that you just can't even. You don't have time to comprehend anything else. So, it's hilarious. Mind-boggling. But, is what it is. So. Whatever. Now we're gonna head this way. Officer Balls. Nah, I don't know if I said this though. Rip to Kevin and Arlene. See, that's the thing is you don't realize how good you have it until those people are gone. Like, that's the thing. We don't realize how good these games and how good these animations and all that shit are until everybody's gone. It's crazy. But, you know, Kevin's immortal to me, so... Kevin will always be Batman to me, like whenever I read comics with Batman in it. He's Batman, so you're not gonna change that. Nothing's gonna change that. So, this is what it is. Just like Arlene will always be Harley to me. She'll always... And Mark will always be the Joker to me, so... And Luke Skywalker. So. A little bit of jiggle physics there. Did you see that? Tell me you saw that. You're probably not looking. Alright, whatever. Anyways, nah, it's probably a glitch. Get down! Get out of the way, Quinn! Right. Yeah, this is probably my favorite Arkham costume for Batman. It is basically just a more realistic version of the New Adventures costume. It's pretty cool, I like it. I like it more than I like the Arkham Knight one. I don't really care for the Arkham Knight one, to be honest with you. I just like this one in Cities. That's it. The Arkham Knight one just looks like armor. It looks stupid. It's pretty dumb. And I don't really care for the Arkham Origins one either, because that one doesn't make sense. How is he more armored up in a prequel before this game? It doesn't make sense. If anything, wouldn't he be less... Wouldn't he have, like, more limited technology and shit? So... I mean, I'm not saying he's got to walk around in, like, purple gloves and a fucking spandex outfit, but, like... Doesn't make sense for him to be armored up in a prequel. And then in this game he's wearing this. So, but like I said, none of it's connected. That's what you have to understand. The games aren't connected, the comics aren't connected, none of this shit's connected. It's all fucking basically it's literally this game and City, and that's it. Because those are the only ones that Paul Dini wrote. Because at the end of City too, you're supposed to, like, he's literally wrapping up the story. Like, Joker's dead. That's it. The end. There is no fucking Arkham Knight. Scarecrow doesn't come back. Like, that's why Dini probably didn't work on Arkham Knight, because it was supposed to end at Arkham City. So, and he didn't work on the DLC for Arkham City either. He didn't work on Harley Quinn's Revenge. So he basically did a beginning and an end. That's it. He told the story. You know, you don't need fucking 50 million spin-off issues. You don't need 50 million, you know, 2 single issues, that's it. Or in this case, 2 graphic novels. That's it. You don't need a fucking trilogy. You don't really need a... You don't need a fucking prequel game. You don't need a spin-off. You don't need all that shit. Like I was the other night, I think it was last weekend, I was playing Arkham Origins Blackgate. Like the sequel to Arkham Origins. Like the stupid shitty, like... It's kind of like a portable game one. What the fuck do you need that for? I mean, it's cool to play. It's cool to have. But like, what do we need it for? What does it do for the universe? And the crazy thing too about that game, Arkham Origins Blackgate, is that literally sets up the Suicide Squad. So like WB Montreal was literally going to be the ones doing the Suicide Squad game. And then Rocksteady was like, nah, we're going to get a whole new team for that. And then we're just going to make it seem like it's not even connected. Like the Deadshot that's in Arkham Origins is not the same Deadshot in Suicide Squad Kills Justice League, so... Just another reason why it's not canon. None of it's canon. The only, like I said, the only thing that's canon, this and City. That's it. That's it. That's where the story ends. For me, anyways. You don't like that? I don't know what to tell you. You want more games? You want more... I don't know what to tell you. See, that's the thing, is we don't appreciate what's there. Like, nothing's ever good enough in life. And I'm not saying that everybody thinks that way. I'm just saying, like, that's how it is. Like, the fans, us, we do this shit to ourselves. We shoot ourselves in the foot, basically, when we're like, nah, I want another Arkham game. And the creator's like, yeah, but I wrapped up the story. What the fuck what do you need another game for? You know what I mean? Pacified on site? Basically nap time. Alright. I'm down. All inmates will be pacified, put to sleep by Batman. I think pacified's another name for, like, shot on sight, pretty much. Which, I'm surprised Batman would allow that to happen. Character bios. Harley Quinn.
I am the spirit of Amadeus Arkham.
Yeah, that's my favorite version of Harley right there. That's kind of classic Harley. Somewhat. Shouldn't say somewhat, that is, but it's just like a different... More like... That's... yeah, it's classic. Officer Balls. Victor Zsasz. In the comics, Zsasz has blonde hair, actually. Well, in the 90s comics, he has blonde hair. And then in modern comics, he just goes bald. Gordon. I don't know, it's just like we take shit for granted. You know what I mean? Like we take Babs. We take a lot of shit for granted, and then when it's not there anymore, we're like, ah, shit. Or when it's not good as the original or whatever. You know, like Suicide Squad kills the Justice League. When it's not as good as the original Arkham games and shit, we're like, oh, it's like, hey, you wanted Rocksteady's next game, here it is. That's what it is. And it's not the same Rocksteady. It's not the same team. So that's what you wanted. Like I was for example, I was looking at the Gotham series on Fox, the show Gotham. In retrospect, and I was like, back then when I was in high school, it was like the dumbest thing. It was like, didn't even feel like Batman, and now that I look back on it, it's actually a really cool take on it's like as an Elseworlds non-continuity Batman thing, it's really cool. Like it's actually not that bad. And then when it's like, now that I don't watch it anymore, it's like actually pretty decent. Like I used to think it was shit. I used to think it was like ass. But now that I think back on it, watching that all throughout my high school years, it wasn't that bad of a TV show actually, compared to what they have on TV now and shit. Or the superhero shows they do now and shit. Because the thing that I like to, and I was looking at like, there was like a video, and it had like all the villains that were in the show. And they pretty much did everybody. Like, they did the Ventriloquist, they did the Mad Hatter, they did the Professor Pig, they did everybody. Mr. Freeze, Firefly, Victor Zsasz, Clayface, Azrael. Like, they did everybody in Gotham. Was it, you know, the original versions? No, but it was, like, pretty cool take. Like, like I said, if it was set as, like, an Elseworlds non-continuity story, Gotham's pretty decent. As a TV show, as a network television show centered around Gotham City itself with all of Batman's villains, just no Batman in it, pretty good. Like if all the Batman villains decided to get created before Batman, pretty decent. You know, Hugo Strange is in it, Poison Ivy's in it, Joker's in it, Jeremiah, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Penguin's in it, Riddler's in it. Everybody's in it except Batman. And, you know, I'm looking back on it and I'm like, it's really not that bad of a show. If it was dog shit, why did they renew it for 5 seasons? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm thinking that. I'm like, I didn't like it when it was on TV. I had a problem with it. And now that I'm looking back on it, I'm like, well, if it was really that fucking bad, they wouldn't have renewed it for like 5 seasons. So, something. You just, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, you just, as you get older, you realize certain things you're like, you kind of take for granted. You gonna be able to... Can I get up here, or nah? I guess not.
Oracle, Joker's men have taken control of the cell block transfer corridor.
That's not good. I patched into a guard radio. It sounds like Joker's crew have got their hands on weapons.
Joker's goons.
I'll calibrate the Cowl's vision mode to isolate armed henchmen. The direct approach is suicide. I need to be smart, find a different way past them.
The direct approach kills the Justice League. Officer Balls. I'm sneaking up on you. I don't think you can do the knockout smash in this game. I think that's in the next one only. I don't think that's in this one.
No problem, Bo. The boys are just finishing off.
There's a guy up here.
Oh, good. Our friendly neighborhood rodent is on his way. You need
Is that a Spider-Man reference in a Batman game? Friendly neighborhood rodent. Breaking the fourth wall, eh, Mark? Yeah, because he voiced Hobgoblin on Spider-Man the Animated Series. So it's pretty cool. Alright. Let's see where we're at. Oh shit. I think I have inverted flight on. Fuck. Or no, it might be off actually. Hold up. Yeah, it's off. I need it on. Motion sensor function. Nah, I'm good. Invert rotation. Just flight. That's all I need. Because I want to be able to, yeah, that's good. I like that. I like it like that better. So, I think this is where the first riddle's at. Hi, diddle riddle, Batman. Solve my riddles. Can you do invert takedown? No, I don't have it yet, do I? Nope. It's not unlocked yet. Still gotta unlock it. Alright, well. Nobody else is here, so I'm gonna glide kick this shithead. You're dead! But yeah, nah, I don't know. It might be a toss-up between this one and City as my favorite. I can't pick one, though. That's the thing. I go back and forth because this one's really good in a sense that, like, you're trapped and you're going nowhere. And then City's like you're basically in a... Now you're in a city run by, like, all you're basically in like a maximum city prison. It's basically Escape from New York. So I don't know. I don't know which one I like more. I can't really pick. I like both of them as a duology. The third one, though, I could care less. I mean, like, Arkham Knight. Arkham Knight's fun to play, and it's got, like, really cool DLC. Like, the graphics are cool, the gameplay is cool, but, like, I don't know, it just doesn't, for me, personally, it doesn't feel the same as this one in City. It just feels like City wrapped up the story. And then Arkham Knight, they were just like, yeah, let's just come up with something. Dr. Arlene Quinzel. So I don't know. But I do like Arkham Knight. And I do like Arkham Origins. I don't talk about Arkham Origins enough. I keep leaving that one out for some reason. But Arkham Origins is a good prequel game, but it's not a prequel because it's not connected, so it's just another Batman game, in my opinion. It's just a year or two Batman story. That's it. It's a good game, but it's not, doesn't fit this Arkham universe, in my opinion. So, yeah, no, I don't know. But like I said, the reason why I don't consider Knight, the reason why I don't really consider Knight canon is because Dini didn't work on it, so that's a big deal for me. And, you know, that's the thing, too, is... I think we're gonna get introduced to Riddler here in a couple minutes. I think Riddler's gonna pick up the phone. Yep. There you go. Can you hear me, Batman? It is I, Edward Sigma, Batman. Guess what? I invested in cryptocurrency. I am now a god.
of amusingly taxing challenges. Well,
Love doing Edward Nigma. Yeah, I love him.
ready for your first one?
The Riddler.
Good. But be careful. Don't cut yourself on this.
Oh my god, this is so stupid. It's a painting. It's literally right here. You want? Look at this. Boom. How you like that? Nah, but this is what I was expecting the Riddler to be like in the Batman movie with Robert Pattinson. And then he wasn't. Like, he was just a serial killer. Like, he's like, hey guys, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, and all. He's just like a Gen Zer. Like, he's an incel.
Can you solve them all? Will you find all my trophies? Are you ready to give up?
Like, I'm expecting him to act like he's like Sigma and shit. Like, I'm expecting him to act like this, where he's like, Batman, I have started investing in crypto. Tongue my balls. I am now a god. And you are not. Like, I thought he was going to be like that. I thought he was going to be, like, more narcissistic, flamboyant, like, solve my riddles because you're an idiot. But instead he's like, hello, Batman. Hello, Dark Knight. Solve my riddle. Riddle me this. No, 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 no. I mean, it's kind of close to what he is, but I don't know. Hopefully if we see Paul Dano come back as Riddler, they need to just give him the classic costume. Like, just give him the bowler hat and shit. Give him the suit with the question marks on it and the cane. Just give him the shit, okay? Like, just do it. Give him the costume. I don't, there's no need for this fucking hockey mask shit or whatever the fuck that was. He's wearing like a fucking ski mask and shit. I don't need that crap. Just give me classic Riddler. That's it. You nailed like the personality where he's like, riddle me this, but like, you know, I don't need fucking what do you guys think we should upgrade? Kinda wanna do health. What's this? Special combo takedown. Yeah, we'll do that. Fuck it. But nah, I don't know, it's alright. No, I do. Look, I like the Batman. Can't wait to see more from that universe. Can't wait to see more of Robert Pattinson as Batman. You know, hopefully he upgrades the suit. Hopefully he upgrades the car. Hopefully he gets a Robin. I'm hoping. Hopefully he becomes a better Bruce Wayne. That's the thing about that version of Batman. Like, I want to see that Batman continue more than I do the DC, the new James Gunn Batman. I really don't care about that one. I want to see more from the Pattinson Batman than I do the James Gunn Batman. Like, I could care less about the Brave and the Bold movie coming out. I really don't give a shit. Like, I don't care. I want to see more from Pattinson. I want to see Pattinson's Batman get a Robin. I want to see Pattinson's Batman villains. Like, if you did the Riddler like that, what are you going to do Clayface like? What are you going to do Two-Face like? What are you going to do, you know, what are you going to do Condiment King like? What are you going to do Crazy Quilt like? What are you going to do Kite Man like? What are you going to do Polka Dot Man like? What are you going to do Clock King like? What are you going to do Calendar Man like? You know, you could do those type of stupid-ass villains and make them, like, really serious. Like Nicolas Cage said, I want to do Egghead. I think I could bring something to Egghead. Look, if he wants to do Egghead, let him, fuck it. You know what I mean? Fuck it. I gotta take a piss real quick. Shh. Got my Nutri-Grain bar. My Nutri-Grain bar. Fruit and grain cereal bar. Anyways, but I love it how when I'm on the toilet taking a piss, like I'm literally sitting there. And then, like, cause where we live by an interstate, by a road, like a main road. Nighttime, daytime, whatever time of day. Always hear police sirens and ambulances and shit going down the road. Always. It's awesome. I feel like I live in Gotham City. It's phenomenal. Sucks. I don't know, where I live is literally Arkham City. Like, you could put a whole wall around this whole area and it would be Arkham City, so... If you let people run around and do what they want, they would, so... That's how bad it is. Again... You know what I mean? It's the ghetto, so you gotta live with it. You gotta deal with it. So it happens. This is Florida. Everybody fucking moves to Florida. All the scumbags come to Florida, so... That's how it is. Can't be left alone in peace. But yeah. What was I talking about? Pattinson, right? That's what I was talking about. Yeah, so I mean, look, man. Man, woman, whatever. I like his Batman. I want to see more of it. I like it more than I do Bale's and Ben Affleck's, George Clooney's. I think Pattinson's probably the best Batman since Keaton, so that's that. Well, that's just my hot take. He's my personal favorite. That's just a hot take, but I know a lot of people always want to fight me on that, so whatever, you can... It's just my opinion. I'm not saying he's the best. He's my favorite since Keaton. Because like I said, I like Batman Begins as a movie, but like... The rest of the Dark Knight trilogy is just too realistic. And then, don't even get me started on the Snyderverse shit. That's literally Zack Snyder. And I'm not even a big Snyder fan. And I liked the Snyder Cut. But the problem with Snyder is he thinks he's dark, he thinks he's gritty, like that whole shit where he's like, Batman's gonna get raped in prison shit. That's the type of shit you'll see in my Batman movie. And then Forest Fire went and made a whole fucking Lego animation about it, like he literally made fun of it. It's amazing. I love Forest Fire. Shout out to him, by the way. But like, nah, yeah, it's fucking like, I don't get it. Like, Zack Snyder thinks he's dark, but he's like the type of guy to read Dark Knight Returns and that's it. Because his Batman is literally Dark Knight Returns. Affleck's Batman is literally the Dark Knight Returns Batman. That's it. And then you watch Pattinson's Batman and it's darker than fucking Snyder's Batman. It's pathetic. Like I said, though, I don't care. So. Oh, yeah, and then the Joker, too. Like, they're doing a Joker, too. That's so stupid. With Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn. So dumb. Like I said, I didn't care for the first one. What do I need a second one for? And supposedly the second one's going to be a musical. Not you just. Are you trying to dig yourself a deeper grave, DC? Is that what's going on? That's what's going on. If I was DC right now, I'd cancel everything except Robert Pattinson's Batman. Pretty much. That's it. Everything would get canceled. And I would tell that to Zaslav too, or whoever the fuck that guy is, whatever his name is. And if James Gunn's universe doesn't work, there's gonna be a lot of people that are pissed off. Whether it's Snyder fans, Keaton fans, whatever I don't know. But the problem is, with a lot of the fans, like I said earlier in the stream, is we create these problems for ourselves. You know? We don't know how good we have it until it's gone. So, we just want better and better. And the companies are like, yeah, I mean, keep wanting. It's fine, whatever. Doesn't mean we have to give it to you. You know what I mean? Like, we're not gonna... Need to get more water. Like the jingle in these games, like the intercom jingle. Na, 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 na. Hey, bats! Nah, but good for Mark Hamill for retiring. I'm proud of him. I'm actually happy for him. Like when I found out he retired from Joker, I was like, good for him. I'm happy for him. You know how old Mark Hamill is? Guy's almost 80 something, right? Like he's in his 70s, I think. Mark's up there. Mark shouldn't be putting strain on his vocal cords anymore. That shit's not good for him. You know, let the guy rest. Let the guy live the rest of his life in peace. Same thing with Luke Skywalker. Stop beating a dead horse. Let the guy rest. You know what I mean? I mean, with the amount of technology you have nowadays, you don't even need him anymore anyway. You maybe need his approval. Like, if you decide to de-age Luke for the new Star Wars Heir to the Empire movie, you might want to, you know, hit him up and go, hey, we're going to use your likeness, we're going to use your younger face, we're going to use your voice. You cool with that? Then maybe, you know, let him know. Other than that, what the fuck? Like, why do you need to keep harassing the guy? You know what I mean? I think Harrison Ford got the hint, you know what I mean? Harrison Ford, he's like, he saw that Indiana Jones was a flop, and he's like, pretty much he's like, hey, like, you know what? Fuck this, I'm done making movies, I'm retiring. I want to go home. I don't know, I want to go home. Tell Short Round I told him to go fuck himself. But, you know what I mean? Like, you don't need to fucking harass these people. These people don't need to keep doing these movies and shit. Because you gotta remember, like Hugh Jackman said, if you continue to run the tank dry, then eventually it will run dry. And then he comes back to play Wolverine, so... Just remember that. Just remember that. It's the same guy who said... Nah, I love Hugh. You know I love Hugh. It's my Wolverine. I grew up with that Wolverine, but... I think it was funny how he said, if you continue... Look, mate, Look, let me tell you something, mate. If you continue to run the tank dry, then it will dry up. Alright? It's as simple as that. You know, Jerry Seinfeld told me that. And, that's why I'm done being Wolverine. Right? And then fucking Ryan Reynolds comes along and he's like, hey, Hugh, wanna play Wolverine again? And you know Ryan. Ryan gets what he wants all the fucking time, because he's Ryan. So. Nah, I love them both. You know I love them both. Come on, dude. But, like, that's what I'm talking about, is, like, these people, you keep reeling them back in. They just want to fucking retire. I still hear police sirens outside, like, what the fuck, man? Jesus Christ. Either catch the person or fucking give up. Call Batman already. Something. Do something. Do something.
They had someone with them.
Oh, shit.
Like the commissioner.
Bowles is dead. They carried on without him. Must have outlived his usefulness.
Good. He was scum. I'm sorry, buddy.
Been using that for like 5 years now. Same ringtone. Change the ringtone. Change the voicemail. Alright, let me text Mama. See where she's at. Let me know when you on your way. What did Pops want? Doesn't leave a message or anything, just calls and expects me to pick up. Leave a voicemail? I don't understand. Can you still hear the audio in the stream or no? I don't understand. Can you still hear the audio in the stream or no? Yeah, you can. Alright, good. Yeah, the audio is phenomenal, by the way, today. Holy shit, this headset's probably the best headset. I'm probably going to continue to use it. Yeah, I'm going to. That's that. So, alright, where are we at? Well, the phone's fully charged, so I can just keep that by my side, so in case it decides to go off, but... Nah, but yeah, what was I ranting about? What was I on about earlier? Something. Oh, I keep going off topic. Yeah, people can retire. People can, you know, eventually you gotta hang it up. So. But that's why, like, when Keaton came back, I was like, what the fuck? Like, you had a chance to pay homage to Keaton's Batman, and then you ruined it. So. And now he's not gonna come back at all, so. Sucks. It blows. That's horse shit, pretty much. So, I don't know. But I want to see more from Pattinson's Batman. Like, I want to see the Penguin series. I want to see what that's going to be about. I want to see the... cause, yeah, I want to see that. I want to see... supposedly they were talking about an Arkham series. That would be really cool. I'd love to see that. Imagine a series focused around this. Like, it's just a fucking show about Arkham. And it's like literally just all his villains. Basically like Gotham 2.0, essentially. Like, if you haven't watched Gotham... Can't believe I'm saying this, but back in the day I didn't like it. And then I'm realizing in retrospect it was actually pretty decent for what it was. But, yeah, it's pretty much Gotham 2.0, like, just better writing, better budget, better everything. So hopefully the Arkham series happens, but and then the next two Batman Pattinson movies, because they're doing a trilogy. I don't know what the hell the sequel is going to be about. I don't. As of right now, they still haven't said anything about it. I don't know who the villain is. I don't know I know jack shit about it, so all I know is I want to see more of it. Like, if they decide to do like a saga, like a fucking say the 3 movies do so good and they're like, yo, why don't you just be the mainline Batman? And he says yes, then at that point I'd go, yeah, you should give him a Robin and a Bat family at that point. Just make him the mainline Batman, so providing that he evolves, like providing his Batman gets new tech, new gadgets, new suits, and he doesn't just stay the same. That I want to see. So. Nah, but I don't know. This is what it is. I think we're going outside now. You don't know jack about Gotham. Tune in to find out. Oh, it's a Jack Ryder Easter egg. Alright. I don't have the explosive gel yet. It's either a Vicky Vale Easter egg or a Jack Ryder Easter egg.
Jack Ryder is live from the Gotham Bay area with some breaking news. This is Jack Ryder with breaking news in the Gotham Bay. We are getting reports of an armed siege on Arkham Island. 2 minutes ago, Joker broadcast to all news channels this chilling message.
Jack Ryder, that's the Creeper from the animated series. That's the guy who the Creeper is. That's a deep cut. For anybody who don't know that, Jack Ryder becomes the Creeper. So. Man, yeah, though it is hard though to pick between one of the games. It's pretty hard. I guess I'm gonna have to text Dad now. Why would you call me at 2:57 and not leave a message? I don't understand. Fuck you calling me for then? I'm just gonna use the excuse I was on the shitter. And say I was taking a shit. Even though I think the ringtone was on silent. I don't know, I don't like to be fucking bothered when I'm streaming. Alright. Let's go outside. Same thing with the, how earlier we were talking about what's canon and what's not. The, assault on Arkham, that supposedly takes place in this universe too, but it's not canon. What? Why would they talk to me? So I said, what did you call about earlier? He said, I had a person come by to give an estimate for grass cutting. And they're gonna give the estimate to me, right? I mean, if they did, look, if they showed up while you weren't here, then I don't know what to tell you. That's their problem, not mine. Okay. Alright. Alright. Yeah, because the thing is, when I'm home alone, I don't answer the door to anybody. I don't care if you're fucking Uncle Buck. I'm not answering the fucking door, so. That's that. When I'm home alone, it's lock and load and fucking put the alarm on. That's what that is. Not answering shit. If you're not supposed to be here, that's that. Alright, so yeah, we're outside now, so here you go. You'll get to see what Gotham's supposed to be like. God, I kind of want to buy the Arkham Asylum comic now. Like the Serious House on Serious Earth. I don't own it physically, but I have read it digitally. But I kind of want to own it physically now. But, it's really dark. It's a really dark story. It's really, like, edgy and shit. It's, like, very, like, fucking... Shit'll give you nightmares. So... Nah, they're not showing the blimps, though. That's the only thing. Like, where are the blimps in the background? Shit. Shit. Soaking wet. I don't see the blimps. There's a Riddler trophy. Funny how these things just pop up. It's hilarious. Is that a, it's an Arkham guard? My thing is, if these are like Arkham guards, why are they just, like, if Harley's been through this area, how come you haven't, like, mowed her ass down? How have you not shot her? What are you doing? Like, there's, like, tons of Arkham guards just standing here. Like, they all have guns. How are you not killing these fucking people? Like, how are you not shooting them? How are they not getting swatted on sight? Like this guy sitting in the computer. Chilling.
Oracle, disable the Batmobile's countermeasure system.
I saw the alert. What's wrong? Where are you?
I'm outside the Arkham mansion. Harley Quinn probably triggered the alarm. If she's still got Gordon with her, he could get hurt.
Okay, done. The Batmobile is still parked up outside the intensive treatment building in Arkham North. I've sent you the schematics for the entire island. I've marked key locations like your car.
Thanks, Oracle.
Why are you... Wait, hold up. Oh, so it's in a different area. Why are you sitting on your ass? Mind if I take this cassette tape? Or no, this is a film tape. Interview tape, whatever. Joker. For the Joker. Yeah, and also we got Riddler, my boy. Edward Sigma. Bro, just change your name to Edward Sigma. How is the Riddler 6'1"? I don't understand that. And he's 180 pounds. He literally looks like he's 5'5" and 105 pounds soaking wet. This guy does not look like he's 6 foot. Get the fuck out of here. The Riddler's not that tall. Stop lying to me. How are you gonna tell me the Riddler's taller than I am? What the fuck? It's a joke. Guy literally looks like he's like a string bean. Alright, where are we at? So we gotta go this way. Yeah, all these guards are sitting here. How have you not mowed fucking half the inmates down? Have you not mowed the inmates down? I don't understand.
I can't believe it. They killed Jackson.
Stay with your colleague. I'm ending this. Now.
Now. I'm ending this. Now. This ends here. Yeah, rest in peace to Jackson, though, by the way. That sucks. Imagine being an Arkham security guard. That must be ass. That must be dog shit. That must be really bad, actually. I mean, imagine having a family and shit, and you're an Arkham guard, and you just get killed. That sucks. That's everything, though. That's like being a cop and all that shit. It's pretty bad. It's a pretty stressful job. Tweedledee and Tweedledum Easter egg somewhere. I don't know where it's at. Hey, yo! Fucking up my ride over here. Look at this. Nice. Hey, how come you don't have the armor thing from the Keaton movies where he's like, armor on, and then the whole Batmobile turns into like a bomb shelter, pretty much? Excuse me, gentlemen. Fuck with my wheels, and you'll get fucked with. Happy I don't get it. How does this Batmobile not have like a whole bunch of armor on it? Ah, nice kick. Nice kick, prick. Oh, rhymes. It's the freaking bat! Oh shit, the bat's here. Oh yeah, unlock the takedown move. Alright, cool, sweet. Get some combos in on this prick. Ah, fuck. Yeah, I don't have the sensor thing on top, the alert where they're about to hit you. Because it's hard mode, they don't have that on hard mode. You play on hard mode, you play like a G or you die, one of the two. So either you adapt or you die. Protect the Batmobile. I think we're far past that. I don't think that's possible anymore. I think the thing's like pretty much been toast to the shit, so. Oh shit, we got explosive gel. Alright, pull up. Got the explosive goo, whatever you want to call it. Fucking fun foam, I like to call it. There was actually, there used to be shit they used to let us play with.
There could be a clue as to where she took Gordon.
Where it was like foam. I remember it was like stuff you used to be able to use, and art class had it. It was like a foam you could use on projects and shit. In elementary school they would have like this, it would be like foam paint. I don't know. That's what that reminds me of. Only this shit blows up.
This is Gordon's pipe. Barbara gave it to him.
What's that?
There's no way he'd leave it.
Oh yeah, that's right. Gordon smokes a pipe. Forgot about that.
Gordon's smarter than he looks.
Yeah, that's correct.
Oracle, I found a pipe. It has your
Oracle,
father's initials carved on it.
I found your dad's pipe. Looks like he's been smoking again.
No way he'd leave it.
Exactly. He's left me a trail to follow. He's alive, Barbara.
I like how she's just okay with it too. Like she's just like, oh, he's smoking again? Yep, figures. Yeah. Gordon, Gordon, it's cool because in the 90s, Gordon was commissioner, and then you had Bullock and shit, and characters like that. You had Harvey Bullock.
I need to go search for it.
And then towards the end, like after No Man's Land, like during like the Ed Brubaker Batman, like the Gotham Central comics, where it was basically focused on the cops, Gordon was no longer commissioner, like he retired, and some other guy was commissioner. Forget what his name was though. This is the main gate, right? Yeah. The main Arkham gate. It's where we came in. Which, I mean, it makes sense. The Batmobile's like right here, so. No, but, Assault on Arkham, back to that whole thing, that's not canon, apparently. Like, none of the Arkham shit that is set in this universe is even canon, so it doesn't matter. It's still a cool movie, like, it's a cool Suicide Squad. That's actually, I would say that that's the Suicide Squad that should have been in the game. The Suicide Squad kills the Justice League. That's who they should have been. They should have been in, here's a Riddler map, I'm picking that up. Oh, I found it. I didn't give in to nothing. Fucking idiot. I just found it. It's a collectible. I'm collecting shit. You got a problem with that? You gave in and found my map. Oof. Congrats. What is that? Vote for Dent. Oh yeah, it's Harvey Dent. Two-Face. But, it's a cool movie. Like, Assault on Arkham's a really good Batman Suicide Squad movie set in the Arkhamverse, but it's not canon, so. Cool, but not canon, so. But, just like everything else. Like the comics. The comics are cool, but they're not canon, so... I don't know, what do you want? What do you want me to say? Is what it is. Sucks, but is what it is. You just gotta think of all this shit as, like, it's in its own universe, essentially. Like, it's just all one-offs and stuff like that. Elseworlds and stuff like that. So... Oh, Betsy! Let me go back and get the other map, actually. And go back this way and get that map. Excuse me? What are you talking about? There's a grapple point right there.
It's not safe to use the grapple. I need to climb up the old-fashioned way.
I'm not climbing shit, Batman. You have a grapple. God. So I can't go back now. Alright. Guess that's not a thing. Nah, that's not possible. This is a 2009 game. There's gotta be backtracking. There's gotta be a way to get back up there. Yeah, keep talking, clown. If I'm such an idiot, why do I foil all of your plans? Answer me that. Riddle me that! Oh wait, wrong villain. Yeah, they toasted this fucking Batmobile. Holy shit. It's a cool Batmobile, but like, I don't know. Where's the armor at? How does he not have like body armor on it? Like the Keaton one? I don't understand. Paging Dr. Bat! Alright, where do we gotta go? It is I, Edward Sigma Batman. Dude, where do I go? That's the real question. I don't even know where to go. There's no, like... Locate Gordon by tracking his discarded tobacco. Alright. So you gotta go this way.
The security doors are
Nah, but yeah, I don't know.
I'm going to have to find another way around to get back on Gordon's trail.
Wait a minute here. Wait a minute here. Text. We got a text. Not sure I'm not with Dad right now. He went to get gas in the truck. Nah, don't worry about it. I got it. Don't worry. Don't worry, he told me. This is really all the phone should be used for is text. That's it. Text and calling. That's it. I don't really need it for anything else. Alright, let's get the explosive gel. Let's get the fucking art class foam. Or whatever this shit is. I don't remember. It was something. Or no, maybe it was like a toy foam. I don't remember. There was shit. When I was a kid, there was foam you could play with. Like memory foam. Like you could squeeze it. It smelt funny. Kind of like the slime putty where you like stick your finger in it. It makes like farting noises and shit. Like gag toys and shit. They used to have like foam and shit too. I don't remember what it's called though. But it's kind of like the explosive gel. Just doesn't blow up. Saz is counting on you to find his work. Alright, just look for a dead body. That's all you gotta do. So, doesn't take a genius to figure that out. Let's go up here. What's up here? Oh, I don't have the back claw yet. Shit. That sucks. Alright, let's go this way. Yeah, but, that's pretty much it. I mean, with the thing with the Arkham verse, all these different takes on Batman, you just gotta treat it as if they're all set in their own universe. You can't connect everything, because then it starts getting, like, convoluting and shit, and you're just like, I'm lost. Then it becomes too much. Like, when you start to just, like, try to connect everything, then you're like, this is too much, I can't fucking do this, I'm not reading shit. So, like I said, if you're looking to get into comics, just read the shit you're interested in. So, That's it. I don't know if I should go to the visitor center or what I should do. Because this is telling me to go this way. Is that a guard? Yeah, I just beat those guys up. They were like building something. Guess carpentry doesn't pay, so. Alright, what's up, dude? Why are you the only one here?
Batman, what's going on? The crazies are moving towards the medical facility. What's Joker doing?
He's trying to take over the island piece by piece. It looks like medical is his next target. Has anyone got out of the building?
I saw a doctor try and get out. He was torn apart. Throw it in the water. He never stood a chance.
Yeah, the two comics that this takes inspiration from are, like I said, Arkham Asylum, Serious House on Serious Earth, the graphic novel by Grant Morrison, and then the last Arkham comic by Alan Grant, which is really good, highly underrated. Check that out. And the Batman animated series episode where he gets trapped in Arkham. So, like, he's literally like an inmate at Arkham, which is basically the same as the comic Last Arkham. Is like they literally lock Batman up in Arkham and he has to escape. It's pretty cool. But that's what those two stories are, what probably are inspiration for this game. And both of those stories, Batman has the long ears, so that's why they're dope. Long-eared Batman is the only Batman in my opinion. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Scott Snyder's Batman doesn't have long ears. Like the Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo Batman, he's got short ears. Another Riddler map in there. New 52 Batman, they call it. That's the one with the short ears. He's alright. I mean, and then Frank Miller's doesn't have long ears either. His are short, but like I said, the only good thing that I like from Frank Miller is Year One. That's it. That's it. That is it. Alright, I need to practice my dodging because I'm gonna get killed if I keep that shit up. Come here, let me break your arm in two. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Yeah. The thing I don't like about this game, the only gripe I have, there's no other skins. That's what sucks. Like, you can't play around with this game that much. Basically, you just beat it and that's it. I mean, there's the armored version, but you don't get to use that in story mode, so there's no point. But, what do you want, man? It's a 2009 game. What do you expect? This is before microtransactions. This is back when it was just... This is back when you weren't spending money on games. You know, you weren't fucking just shelving out money, and they weren't like this endless piss pocket of wasting money and shit where you had to buy DLC and stuff. This is back when they just focused on single player story content. That's it. That's why this game's really good. Just, like, they were like, what the fuck else do we have to focus on besides the story? So, we're not doing DLC and shit. So, there's Gordon right there. Barbara, I found him. He's literally, like, right behind this wall. With Harley Quinn, giving him a, you know, skirt shot over here. Phil. Yeah, he's right there. She's right there.
Hey, scram bats! This is my me time.
Where's Gordon?
Wouldn't you like to...
Very well, Quinn. This is my me time as well. You crazy bitch.
It's too early. I'm sorry, Puddin'. Don't be angry with me.
Like how he calls her a crazy bitch and she still loves him to death. That's crazy. Mind blowing.
Sorry, B-Man. You'll have to find another way. Bye-bye now.
Nah, the best is in the cartoon when he actually rehabilitates her, like she actually gets back to normal and shit. You gotta understand the Joker's like really bad for Harley too. That's the thing, is like a lot of couples like to cosplay as those characters, but you have to understand that relationship is ass. That is not a relationship either party wants to be in. So, but if you're into that type of shit, you like getting treated like shit, I mean, you're asking for it. So, whatever. It is what it is. But the animated series, she does eventually get rehabilitated and shit. Like, she does get her own life and stuff like that, and moves on from Joker. In fact, her granddaughters are the Didi twins. So, she has kids with somebody else in that universe after she gets rehabilitated. So when Joker dies, she moves on in that universe. She gets married, has a kid, or kids, whatever. And then in Batman Beyond, she's literally the grandmother of Didi and Didi. Like the Didi twins. Like, it's crazy. So her granddaughters go on to become the exact same thing she is. So, it's hilarious. But nah, she's in it. Like, she's in Batman Beyond, but she's not she's not with the Joker and shit. She's like, she's actually like living a normal life and shit. So, and then I think she's in that comic that I did for the media collection video, where the Batman Beyond Unlimited comic, where it has like his face and then it has like the Joker smile. I think she's in that, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, so Harley's in that universe in the future. She lives on, but she's normal. So it's another reason why I like that universe, is because they it's just really cool.
I just want everyone to know that I really appreciate all the hard work. You know, watching you guys is
like some of the villains actually, like, they actually become normal again. Like, they actually get rehabilitated.
Oh yes, attack of the stupid bungling idiots who can't find an even bigger idiot running around.
And they find peace. And then you get ones like Mr. Freeze, where he just, I don't know, he just suffers. Sucks. So, but it's crazy because in Batman Beyond, they didn't really, other than Mr. Freeze and Joker and shit, they didn't really put any other villains in it. Like I said, I think they put Bane in one of the episodes where he's like literally just a strung out, like he's just a crippled old man who used to take steroids pretty much. Like, he's like, his body's so fucking shit that he's like literally shitting in like a bedpan, and he's like got a colostomy bag and shit. So like, he's literally in like a nursing home in Santa Prisca, and he's like a shriveled old fucking prune because of all the steroids he took. So other than that, those characters, like, either the villains die or they get rehabilitated. So it is what it is. But I do like how the Joker dies in both universes. I like that. Like, Paul Dini and whoever else was writing the shows and shit, they're like, Joker needs to die. Like, these stories, these Batman stories, they all have a beginning and an end. Beginning, middle, and an end. That's what I like about them. Same thing with the Keaton movies, like the Joker, they kill him off. Because the thing is, yeah, okay, he's Batman's arch nemesis, but there are other rogues galleries you can do. That's why I really like, that's the thing, is like when they showed the deleted scene for Pattinson's Batman, like, oh, he has a Joker already, I'm like, fuck. Cause I'm tired of the Joker, man. Like, do somebody else. There are other big heavy hitters, you know, that are like really fucking... that haven't been done justice at all. So... I don't know. Chattering teeth. Those remind me of the chattering teeth from Batman Vengeance. It's a really good Batman animated game. Highly underrated. Special combo boost, combo battering. I think I'm gonna do the invert takedown. Yeah, but yeah. Batman Vengeance. That's a game that needs a fucking remaster. That game needs like a remake, remaster, something. Oh, yeah, that guy almost saw me. It was close. He almost saw me again. Getting ballsy here, Batman. Officer Balls. I'm getting Officer Ballsy here now, Batman. Alright, but, yeah, Batman Vengeance. Highly underrated. Fantastic. Fantastic! Drop down. I'm gonna blow this fucking area up. Watch this. So we're gonna put this here, right? I'm gonna go up here. And I'm gonna come over here. Ah, fuck. You're gonna mess up my whole thing. Ah, shithead. Where are you going? That's alright. Got one. Hey. If I'm going down, I'm taking a couple with me. Fuck it. But, nah, yeah. Batman Vengeance. Highly underrated. That one and Batman Begins are probably the best Batman games before this. Before the Arkham games. Is Vengeance and Batman Begins. I know a lot of people hate Dark Tomorrow. A lot of people hate that game. I've never even played it, so I don't know. Just heard it's intolerable, so who knows. Bro, come here, come get inverted. Come get inverted. I'm gonna invert your ass. Sounds really bad, but it's not. Trust me, you'll just be hanging from a rope. Yeah, come here. Come here! Hurry the fuck up. Alright, here we go. This is classic Batman right here.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? What are you doing? Hanging you over a gargoyle. That's the real question. What are gargoyles doing in a clinic area? Personally, I hate hospitals. I'm probably gonna do the same thing to this guy too. Watch this. Oh shit, it's the Bat! Man, I'm picking them off one by one here. Here we go. I love this game. This game's classic. It's fucking god tier. I wouldn't say I'm a pro at the game, but yeah, I don't know.
What's going on?
I've just played these games a lot. Yeah, sweet. Is there a doctor in the house? No, but Bruce's father was a doctor. Thomas Wayne was a doctor. So there's that. I like how Bruce never did anything with his life. He just became Batman. Like, his father was a doctor. His mother was a gold digger. And he was just, you know, some rich kid who inherited his fucking parents' money. Like, he didn't do anything. Like, he didn't become anything. Just became Batman. It's hilarious. Oh, man, that's funny. Alright, what's up, Doc? That's another WB property.
1 minute we were doing
What's up, Doc?
The next, armed thugs burst into the room and took us hostage.
Did they have anyone with them?
They took someone into the elevator. I couldn't tell
Oh
who
yeah,
it was.
Greek salad tonight. I'm hyped for that. Yeah, I'm hyped. Got the what are they called? Mazzetta olives? Oh my god.
We'll be fine.
Ah. Look at this guy.
We should go and help.
Boy,
Oh, no.
it's me.
I forgot.
It's literally
Dr.
me
Kellerman
in the
was
Batman
his
games.
observation room, and Dr. Chen went to surgery.
And Dr. Young went
Yeah, it's me.
Okay,
Got like the fucking scrubs on and shit. Got the beard, shaved head.
I never really
It's
believed
me.
he existed.
I'll get you out of
Look
there.
at boy. Hey Nick, what are you doing in the game? Except when I shave my head, like, what is this? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? You, literally, like, the whole top is shaved, and then like you're just keeping the sides and the back. Like, come on. The guy's got it. He's almost there. Like, he's halfway there. He's got the beard and shit. But he's just like, nah, let me just keep the sides and the back. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand. Silcho Senso. Oh, yo, another tape. Ah, Edward Sigma. Batman, you found my sex tape. Congratulations. Yo, I remember this. They literally had a head in a jar. This shit, when I saw this the first time I saw this in this game, I was like, holy shit, this game is dark. That's when I was like, this is not the Batman this is not the same Batman I grew up with. I mean, it sounds like him, but this is fucking dark. Like, you got hands in jars, you got heads in jars. Like, this is fucking crazy. Yeah, it's pretty dark. And then you got like this one too. That's fucking nuts.
It's horrible. How can you even joke about that?
Easily, Doctor.
Yeah, this game is when I was like, yo, Batman's crazy. Like, this is about as dark as Batman should be. This game's really like, I don't know, there's some pretty good dark-ass Batman comics out there, but these games are pretty close. So, I don't know, if you're looking for a darker version of Batman, good luck, you're not going to find it. This is as dark as it's going to get. I mean, I don't think you can get much darker than this game. This game's, I think this game's pretty much peak darkness for this character, so. Can I go through here? Yeah, probably, but. What do I gotta do? Locate and rescue Dr. Young. Locate and rescue Dr. Kellerman. Locate and rescue Dr. Chen. So I gotta go all over the place. Fantastic. I gotta go to like 3 different doorways here. I gotta go down that one. Is there one over here? There's one down here, right? No. No. The fuck? What the fuck? Excuse me. Excuse me. Anna, you're so trapped in Arkham Asylum. Wait, so I can only go this way right now? Is that correct? Is that so? I guess so. Guess we can only go this way. What's up here? Happy patient is a quiet patient. Give them their medication. Put them to sleep. Yeah, this game's crazy. Love this game. Really dark. That's how I like it. Ah, don't get me wrong. I like my lighthearted Batman stories too, but I like them really dark as well. Who's that? Oh, that's Dr. Young. Dr. Young. There's another Riddler trophy. I love how I'm just seeing Riddler trophies throughout the game and I'm just passing them, like I'm not even picking them up. Because I don't really want to, like I don't need to. I could do that shit off camera. I don't really. I could probably do the riddles on camera, like the solving the riddles and unlocking the character bios, but that's about it. I don't need to fucking do collecting riddle toys on camera. Pretty pointless. It's just picking shit up. Yo, fucking Joker. Working for him sucks. That's right. That's right. Have a punch to the ass, prick. Yeah! Foot to the face. Foot to the face. Oh, is this the scarecrow part? No, hold on a minute. Was the firefly too hot or cold? Both. He's here! Oh, Cash! Yo, Aaron Cash. I totally forgot he was a character. Holy shit. Isn't he in, like, all the Batman games? He's in all the Arkham games, I think. Boy Cash, the goat. Batman, I got my arm bitten off by Killer Croc. Shit sucked. One minute I had my hand, the next he bit that shit off. And my boy Cash, the goat. It's the goat. That's the dude that fucking got his hand bitten off by Croc and walked away. That's insane. It's mind-boggling. Usually once Croc bites you, you're done. Like, he's eating the whole fucking meal at that point. Hey Batman, I don't know if you can hear this, but hurry the fuck up. I'm fucking dying over here, man. Oh shit, what are you doing, Bats? Bats, you idiot, what are you doing? Look at the guy hanging over there, you see that? Hilarious. About to kill him. See? Who says Batman doesn't kill? Come on now. Batman can kill. Every once in a while. I like when he kills indirectly, that's the best. Like, oops. Sucks to be, like, sorry that happened, but not my problem. Maybe you shouldn't be such a scumbag. Maybe you need to go train in a monastery, monk. Maybe you need to go train with monks in a monastery. Maybe then you'll be better. Yep. It's facts. Batman's a tough shit character. Basically, that's basically what he says to Robin. Tough shit, suck it up. Grow some balls, Robin. Officer Balls. Grow some officer balls, Robin. Alright, we cleared the room. Pull up. Aaron Cash, you're officially safe. Congrats. Yo, Batman. I need some fucking help over here. Alright. Nah. Majority of my favorite Batman comics, like I said, they're 90s, late 80s, early 90s, mainly the whole 90s. I know a lot of people would say, like, but a lot of people would say, a lot of hardcore Batman fans who agree with me, they'll say that the late 90s is where it started to fucking tank, because that's when Batman became, like, it started to get, like, really oversaturated. And that's when, like, the fucking Schumacher movies were out, and people are like, oh my god, what are you fucking doing? What are you doing? Yeah, I mean, people were like, oh my, we got the movies, we got the cartoons, and then the comic books, they got spin-offs, and all these different fucking Bat titles, and Robin gets a comic book, Nightwing gets a comic book, fucking Birds of Prey get a comic book, the villains, they all got comic books. Excuse me. You know? They're all good. Like, a lot of it's good stuff. It's really good stuff if you're like a hardcore Batman fan, but trust me, when I was a kid and I was a Bat fan, like when I was a fan of all that shit as a kid, I literally, me, a Batman fan, was the worst time to be a Batman fan, because it was literally burnout. Literally. Like, people were, like, burnt the fuck out. But me, as a little kid, I wasn't, because that was something that I liked, so. But when it was going on, it was, like, fucking huge. Big thing. I can't tell you how many birthday parties I had with Batman shit on it. How many Halloweens I dressed up as them and shit. I couldn't tell you. Like, I lost count. So. That's actually something I want to do too, is I want to go through like old pictures and shit of like when I was a kid and show you guys like my previous birthday parties and like fucking like Halloweens where I would dress up like them and shit. So that's something, I don't know, I might do that for the channel. That's pretty cool actually. That's a pretty neat idea. I might do it. I mean, I know people aren't going to be interested in that type of stuff, but like, I want to show you what Batmania was like when I was growing up. Let's talk to Cash.
I shouldn't have left intensive treatment. I would have made sure that.
Okay, I guess he's not much to say. Interview tape 2 with Edward Riddler Sigma, whatever you want to call it. Nah, but there's also spin-off comics for all the villains too that came out in the 90s. Like all the villains that you saw in the movies, they had spin-off comics. So like when Batman Returns came out, they had a Catwoman-centric comic, and then they had a Penguin-centric comic. So you got Catwoman Defiant, Penguin Triumphant, and then after Catwoman got her own comic, then she got her own series. Like she got her own run, where she had the purple costume and shit. And that costume's actually in Arkham Knight. That's classic 90s Catwoman. But, yeah, she got her own run, she got her own, like, series. And then when Batman Forever came out, they did a Two-Face-centric comic, a Riddler-centric comic. And then when Batman and Robin came out, they did a Bane-centric comic, a Poison Ivy-centric comic. And then Paul Dini worked on a Mr. Freeze-centric comic. And then, and there was a Man-Bat one, too. It was pretty weird. It had kind of like the same art style as Arkham Asylum. Interesting. Nah, but there's a lot of comics that center around the villains as well. There's a Scarecrow one. Whole bunch. So, I'm trying to see if there's anything else in here I need to collect. Or if I could just leave. I'm probably gonna leave. I mean, there's stuff to go back and collect in there, but like I said, it's all stuff I can. Well, you know what? Yeah. You know what? I kind of want to do the riddles. Wait a minute. Did I go through the wrong door? I went through the wrong door. Go back. Was the Firefly too hot off the press? I think I know where that one is, actually. It was literally just in front of it. Go over here. It's... yeah, because that's his flamethrower right there. Firefly. Firefly. Garfield Lens. Yeah, I kind of want to do those. I want to do all the character bios. Boy Cash. Nah, I want to do all of them though, to be honest. You get extra XP from it too, so I'm just gonna fucking do them, whatever. Whenever the green lettering pops up, I'm just gonna look for the riddle. I've played these so many times, I don't really need to fucking YouTube it. I can just find it. So. But the Riddler trophies, that shit I'm just gonna collect off camera. I don't really need... You guys don't want to see me go around collecting stupid ass,
Arkham Asylum's convenient location have ensured we are voted the #1 facility in the entire state. Times have changed.
Oh, and the teeth. Those are actually challenges too, like destroying the teeth, but I'm just doing that no matter what. Fuck it, those things are annoying. Man, rest in peace. See, that's the thing, when you work at Arkham, whether you're a nurse, guard, shit don't pay. Shit, though, it's not even worth it. It's not even worth it. There's no point. Wouldn't even fucking do that shit for free. Wouldn't even... If they paid me $30 an hour to be a fucking CNA at Arkham, I wouldn't even do it. It's just not even worth it. Or if they're like, yeah, we're hiring a security guard. You gotta do weekends, and you gotta do on-call, and you gotta do holidays. We'll pay you like 30 or 40 an hour because it's a pretty dangerous job. I'd be like, yeah, I'll pass. I'm good. I think I'll pass on that. Yeah, let's see what's in here. Oh no, we're back where we... Tick-tock newsflash. Someone is not getting out of here alive. That's a Joker quote. Tick-tock newsflash. Somebody's not getting out of here alive. Something with probably a Clock King reference. I gotta come back for that. Because I gotta go the other way. So we were here. We can either go straight or I can go this way. I'm gonna take a... Wait. Oh, yo. Go back. Don't I need to go in the elevator for that? Or no? No, I don't. So... We take a right, right? Right? Take a right? Right?
About whether psychosis is in itself.
I guess. Who the hell knows? Dr. Young. What does that mean? What's up? What's cooking? You guys causing trouble as always? Get back in your cells. Oh, there's also a Blackgate comic from the 90s too, like a GCPD comic, a Bullock comic, a Gordon comic. Pretty much any comic they could think of. Like, that's the thing, is like the comics I grew up with Batman in the 90s, that's basically when people were getting burnt out. Because they were just coming out with all kinds of shit. So, it's hilarious. Any character you could think of probably had a comic, so... It's interesting. What's this? Oh, we gotta rescue the chick. Alright, the doctor. X-rays in use. So here's what I'm gonna do. Because I'm feeling really ballsy right now. I'm feeling really officer ballsy right now, so I'm gonna do that. What's up here? There's an area you can... Oh, you need the triple back claw for that. Or you blow the thing up. Once I rescue her, I gotta take a piss. So there's that. Oh, there's another one. Hold on. It's right here. Whoop. So, yeah, the reason why I'm redoing this walkthrough is because, like I said earlier, last time I did it was like 6-7 years ago, and it was like really cringe. And also the quality was shit. Like, I look at the quality, the max quality I had it on was like 240p. Because I streamed it back in like fucking 2016 or some shit, 2017, so the quality was like dog shit. Whereas now it'll probably be 720p max, 60 frames maybe, I don't know, we'll see. But it'll be a lot better than it was, that's for sure. But like, yeah, I had like the high-pitched voice. I'm like, hey guys, welcome to Batman Arkham Asylum. And then I had like the, and then Mike sounded like a baby back then, like he was still little and shit. Now he's like a fucking fully grown male. Like he's a full-grown man and shit. He's like, hey, yo, what are you doing? Like, he's like, yo, bro, what are you doing? What are you playing? You fucking playing Arkham Asylum, bro? Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's exactly what I'm doing. But yeah, so... But I had to delete it because the quality was shit, and I was like, I kind of want to redo it anyway. Plus, I wanted a reason to revisit this game. I love this game. So, and like I said, we may end up doing the same thing for City. Even though the City walkthrough, I only did it like 2 years ago, but I still want to do a New Game Plus for that. Because next year is going to be the Arkham Knight walkthrough, 2025, 10-year anniversary of Arkham Knight. So I want to do this in City to get ready for it. So plus I also want to pay homage to Kevin because, you know, he's gone, so rest in peace. But take a piss.
What's going on?
I'm going to take a piss now.
Is it true that
Batsy, I have to piss. Unlock the cell door.
I've been studying Joker's case for months when he broke out.
Not a chance, Joker. You're gonna wet your pants tonight.
Bad publicity will affect his campaign for mayor.
That'll be the least of it. I almost forgot. They said they were moving through the facility, hunting down the other doctors.
I know. I've got one more room to search, and then all the staff will be safe. You stay here. There are still more medical staff that need my help.
Already. Batsy? Bats? How dare you deny me a tinkle? I have to piss. That's inmate abuse.
Not really.
Stay here all night. I have work.
You wet yourself, you wet yourself. I don't remember the cells in Arkham even having bathrooms. Like, in this game and in the cartoon, they were just like literally like it was literally like basically like a padded room with a fucking glass door, and that's it. Like, it literally had like a glass window where literally the cells in Arkham, how are you getting out? How do they even escape? That's my question. Alright, is there any riddles in here, lady? Any riddles, Dr. Young? It's a lot of stretchers. No riddles? No skeleton man with all the x-rays they got here? No Batman getting his back broken or anything? Riddles or anything like that? Alright, fine. There's a Riddler trophy up there, but that's not what I want. Looking for riddles. Looking for fucking riddle diddle. Looking for Sigma's riddles over here. Because he thinks he's cocky and shit.
Hello, Bats. Last time I broke out of Arkham, I fucked every single nurse. That's how psychotic I am.
What I was talking about earlier was pretty funny though, when I said like, and they said a lot of women in the medical field. There's a lot of rumors going around. There is though. There's a lot, like, they're pretty I don't know. There's like a stigma going around. Look, I'll just leave it at this. Like, apparently it's kind of like all those soap operas you watch and shit, like General Hospital and 90210, not 90210, I'm sorry, that's a high school fucking thing. General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, The Young and the Restless, anything, or like what was George Clooney in? Wasn't George Clooney in General Hospital? I don't remember. I'm not a fucking soap opera guy. But pretty much any soap opera you watch, or what's that one that all the females watch, Grey's Anatomy? Yeah, pretty much all those shows that they watch, that's what it's like to them. That's literally what their job is like. It's like they're flirting with the doctors, they're sleeping with everybody at the fucking hospital and shit. Imagine that. Like, imagine Grey's Anatomy and Arkham Asylum. Just let that sink in. Let that sink in. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think I like that picture, but yeah, let that sink in. Like fucking Arkham Anatomy, pretty much. Arkham's Anatomy. That should be a show. And I feel like if they do a live action Arkham series, that's what it's going to be about. Watch, guaranteed. Guaranteed. Fucking guarantee it. Arkham's Anatomy. And it's literally just going to be like all the nurses flirting with the inmates and shit. It's pretty much it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Alright, here we go. Alright, what's this? Shh. Rumors persistent that Thomas Elliot... Oh yeah, this is the Hush Easter egg, right? Even though Hush doesn't get introduced till the next game, but alright. Like, he doesn't become Hush until the next game, so for him to already be Hush in this doesn't make sense. But alright. Or I think this is the beginning of him becoming Hush, I don't remember.
Batman!
Don't speak. You're safe now.
What's going on?
But it's a trap.
I know.
Oh, they're on their way home.
For me.
Meaning I'm probably gonna have to end it soon. Probably do this part and then end it. Probably see how far I can get and then end it. I doubt I'll be saving Gordon today. That'll probably be some other day. Probably be next Friday. This is the best day for me to stream though, Fridays, because I literally have like 4 or 5 hours to myself. I've probably been streaming for like 3 hours now. I've lost count, but been streaming for a while now. So, but that's probably the best day for me to record because I can get as much done as possible. That's a real easy way for me to blaze through walkthroughs and shit, is just stream Fridays, and probably I'll do Wednesdays and Fridays is when I'll stream. Or not even stream, like I'll probably just record Wednesdays and then Fridays will be streams. Or I may just do Fridays. May just do every Friday, but that may change in the future because Mike's gonna be he's gonna be graduating at the end of this year in May. So I pretty much only have like 2 or 3 months left to do walkthroughs, and then after that we're all gonna be home, so I pretty much have no time to do anything. I have no time to myself at all anymore. Unless I get a job where I work during the week. Or not during the week, I mean if I work like a schedule where I'm off during the week, then I would probably be able to do it. But I don't know. All that shit's gonna change. This year a lot of shit's gonna change. Due to real life things going on. Mike graduating, me probably going back to work. All that type of stuff, so. The YouTube channel, all that stuff, I don't even know if that's gonna happen. That's why I had to cut the collab stuff that I was doing with my friends. Yeah, right, I got it. Yeah, you're on your way home, I know. You texted me that. I had to cut all the stuff that I was doing with my friends, collab stuff. I had to cut it short, because as of right now, I may be going back to work. You know, 3 months from now, Mike's probably he is graduating from high school. He's gonna be going into the real world and going to work as well, so everybody's gonna be home whenever we're off, so I'm probably never gonna have time to myself. The YouTube channel may cease to exist, so that's. Are they home? Yo, they better not be fucking home already. That's bullshit. She just texted me. Nah, I still have time. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like that's literally the outlook for the channel. I don't have plans anymore. I don't have like a future blueprint for the channel. All those videos I used to do, here's the future of the channel. I don't have it anymore. 3 months from now, I couldn't tell you if it'll exist or not. I don't know. We'll see what happens. If I upload, it'll probably be like once in a blue moon. Be like once every 4 or 5 months, probably. I have no idea. So, for instance, like, say I'm still on this game, which I probably won't be. It'll probably be a different game, but how the fuck do I get out of here? Where's the way out? It's the Easter egg right here. Dr. Elliot. Hush.
You are performing just below my predicted expectation.
Hush. Hush, Batman. Hush. Yeah, the comic Hush, it's okay. The one by Jeff Loeb, because he is one of my favorite Batman writers, but Batman Hush is basically like greatest hits. You want to see all of Batman's villains on one page, you read Batman Hush. You want to see all the Bat family on one page, Batman Hush. You want to see Batman team up with Superman, like basically it's just Batman's greatest hits. That's what Batman Hush is. But the comic's phenomenal. The animated movie's dog shit. I would go as far as to say that the Batman Hush sequel by Paul Dini is better than the actual comic by Jeff Loeb. So, because there's a whole, like I said, Streets of Gotham, Heart of Hush, those are better comics than the actual Batman Hush, and that's like a way better Hush story. So if you're looking for like the best Hush story to read, anything Paul Dini does with Hush, one of the greatest things he's ever written.
If I leave, he'll die.
Alright, well, I free him. Oh, you just do that, alright. If I free him, he'll die. Imagine he just walks out and he just fucking head explodes.
Relax, you're safe now. I can
But yeah,
handle these
if I had to, like, if you want recommendations of, like, what's the best Hush to read, I wouldn't even read the actual Hush comic. I would read the stuff by Paul Dini, like The Heart of Hush, Hush Money, Streets of Gotham, something else, Private Case Book, that type of shit. The Dustin Nguyen art and stuff like that. That's the best Hush. It's actually better than the actual Hush comic, because the Hush comic is literally just greatest hits. That's it. It's literally like, oh, cool art by Jim Lee, but other than that, the story is pretty much all over the place. So, it's not like a fucking, it's not dark or anything, it's not like consistent, it's not, it's not mind-breaking, it's not like anything mind-boggling or depth-defying or whatever you want to call it, I don't know. Gotta go this way. It's nothing too serious. I don't want to do armor. Like that picture of him. Like the picture. Where he's like, ah! He's like screaming and shit. It's crazy that a game on this scale came out in 2009. That's fucking mind-boggling too.
Are they okay?
Yes, they're safe.
Nah, so enough about the Hush shit and enough about this game. Back to what I was talking about, but like those videos I used to make in the past where I would talk about the channel, the future for the channel and stuff, those are pretty much done. Like I said, 3 months from now, this channel. I'm not saying, oh, unsubscribe and shit like that, but expect a lot less uploads.
It's coming from the lower floor.
Less frequently. Like if you want to see a stream like this where I'm streaming for like 3 fucking hours, expect that like once in a blue moon. Expect that like once every 5 months pretty much. So expect it like it's rare. So, and like I said, that's why I can't do the collabs with my friends anymore either, is because I really don't have fucking time to do anything anymore. Like, I don't have time for myself anymore to do anything. It sucks. Where'd those guys go? Oh, they're right here. So, yeah, it blows, but it's the shit that happens. I mean, as you get older, you have to do other shit in life, so. I don't know. It was never really, my goal was to never, I don't know. This was kind of like a hobby. I kind of just do it for fun. But, if I make money off of it, I make money off of it. If not, I don't know. I don't want to fucking die. Hello. Jump off the fucking thing. You can't do that yet, can you? Alright, the first death of the game. We got him. He's down. Oh, now you get the death screens. That's right.
Little bats are sleeping. Someone finish him off.
No, don't do that. Yeah, I like how it has hints. Use gargoyles in detective mode. No shit, idiot. What do you think I've been doing? But, I don't know. I love this channel. I put a lot of time, a lot of patience, a lot of effort into it. And over the years, I love how it's evolved. I've watched it evolve and grow. Like I said, I was watching the old Arkham Asylum walkthrough. And now we're doing a whole new one, like 8 or 9 years later, and it's totally different. Totally different. The quality's different, the, you know, commentary's different, everything's different. And it's for the better, but at the same time, you know, I'm not really in it like I used to be. I don't really care anymore. I'm not... It's just there as like a fucking side hustle. It's a... But like I said, I'm not making money off of it. So, Mike told me, oh, you're getting closer to 100 subscribers. You may get your 100 subscriber button. And I was like, you actually get that? Like, I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't even know once you hit 100, they send you a button for that. I was just like, I thought you needed like 1 million for a button. But, I don't know. That'd be cool, you know, to get that in the mail. So, you know, 100 subs. Let's try to get there. But, you know, is what it is. This guy on a different floor, right? Yeah. I'd like to get to like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 1 million. That'd be great, but, you know, you gotta set realistic goals. You can't fucking say, oh, I'm gonna get to fucking 50 million in a overnight. That's not gonna happen. I'm gonna blow up overnight. That's not gonna happen. It's not a realistic goal. It's not really... Set small goals for yourself.
Wait to get out of here.
Alright, so like right now I'm at like 86. Let's try to get to 90. That'd be cool. Once we get to 90, let's try to get to 100. You know what I mean? That's it. I'm not aiming for fucking 1 million overnight. It's not gonna happen. So... I'm more of, and the thing is too, is I'm not one of those guys I like to upload a lot. I don't fucking upload every day. I'm not one of those guys that just keeps uploading it up. I'm more of a quality type content guy where I like to upload quality content. And what I mean by that is I'd rather save, so like, for instance, I'd rather save all my energy for next Friday to give you another stream like this. And to give you time and... You know, because I don't know how long I've been streaming for, but a lot. I started at like 2 something, so it's gotta be like 3 or 4 hours now. Imagine that every Friday until Mike graduates. So. Now I gotta find a way out of here. Joker. This isn't the retirement home. You're not trapping me in an elevator. Nah, I gotta find a way out of here. Ah, fuck. This is a Scarecrow segment. Yeah, Scarecrow's a highly underrated Batman villain, by the way. That's like one of his best villains. Probably one of my favorites, actually. Probably top 5, top 3, if that. Hey, yo, Harley's office. Yo, holy shit. Yo, it's Harley's office. There's the original hat. Dr. Harleen Quinzel. So this is the office she used to have. It's crazy. What do you mean subject obscured? Oh, I need to get in there. Fuck. Where is Dr. Young? Where's Gordon? Where's Gordon? I don't remember Scarecrow being a boss fight this early on, though. I thought Bane was the first boss fight in this game.
Please help me, Batman.
Oh, Nicholas, help me. Come on. Open up. Oh, he's got the red nightmare eyes. That's crazy. Nightmare Batman. Yeah, that's another reason why Arkham Knight failed to meet my expectations. Not the Nightfall protocol, but like the fact that like he's like, I'm done being Batman, and then he just becomes Nightmare Batman. It's fucking stupid. It's the same shit. What's the point? And then they try to say in Suicide Squad kills the Justice League, he just becomes Batman again and teams up with the Justice League. That's so dumb. Another reason why it's not canon. But yeah, the channel, man, I don't know. Tell you the truth, I really don't know.
I'm sorry. I was too late.
I'm sorry. The number you've dialed isn't available. Please leave a message after the tone.
Don't know what's gonna happen.
Barbara, are you there?
Wish I had a plan, but I really don't. So. What the fuck? Whoa, what's going on here? Confused. It's the way out. Ah, man, I'm gonna have to fight him, aren't I? This is, yeah, we're gonna have to have a boss fight here in a couple seconds. The thing about this, though, is this takes forever, and they're on their way home, so... Can't go any slower with this shit, can you? I can't get out of here. Well, let me. Oh my god, I could have opened the door this whole time, and I'm just wandering around like an idiot.
Father, should have stopped.
Thought he had a mustache. Thought Thomas Wayne had a mustache. Fuck.
Mom?
I don't remember what color his mother's hair was. I don't remember if it was blonde or... Who the hell knows? It's a cool boss fight. Originally, they were supposed to put Mad Hatter in this game, which would have been... It would have made this game overpowered if they would have put everybody in it. That would have been insane. Because I think he was originally in the... he was in the Arkham Asylum comic. But his... Like, the way they treated his backstory, way darker than any of this shit. Made him like a freaking, I can't even say it, because I'll probably get demonetized and shit, and I'll probably get, like, I can't talk about it. I'll just leave it at this. So they made the Mad Hatter's condition so fucking serious that, or they made his character so psychotic that, the Alice in Wonderland thing, there's a totally different twist on it. Like, I'll just leave it at this. He doesn't just have an Alice in Wonderland fetish. He has a condition where things appear bigger to him than they really are. So, I'll leave it at that. So when he's kidnapping women, and he thinks they're full-grown women, they're really not. they're like underage girls and shit, which is fucking sick. Like, that's sick and twisted. Like, they really fuck up his, like, he's just real dark in the Arkham Asylum comic. I'll just leave it at that. It's pretty fucked up, so. He's, yeah. Isn't there a DLC where you can play as Scarecrow? Or is that Joker? I forget. I think they're home. Shit. Hey, you wanna not stand so close to the light there? Nah, this is ripped straight out of Batman animated series, though. This reminds me of the episode where basically where Kevin was like, I am vengeance. I am the Knight. I am Batman. Like, that's literally like this episode. Like, I mean, that's what this episode... I'm fucking it up. That's what that reminds me of, is that episode. Where he does the monologue. I'm not afraid. Like, he's like, I'm not afraid. I am vengeance. I am the Knight. I am Batman. It's iconic as hell. I was tripping on acid, Barbara. That's what I was doing. Alright, chill, jeez.
Sure you're all right. Have you found my dad?
I'm fine.
No, I didn't find your dad.
Scarecrow slowed me down. I'll get back to you in a bit.
It's a great white shark Easter egg right here. You've solved another one of my riddles, Sigma. Sigma, you have solved my riddles. Yeah, the great white shark. I've never seen this character in any other media. Never. It even tells you their first appearance. Arkham Asylum, Living Hell, issue number 1. Dude, really, is that fucking necessary? Somebody on like a motorbike outside just going up and down the street. Get a fucking life. God. And then when they crash and they die. Like, I don't understand. You want sympathy. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's crazy. Great White Shark. July 2003, it tells you when the comic came out. I'm gonna have to look that up, that comic. Because I've never seen him in anything else. Scarecrow. Boy. World's Finest. Issue number 3, fall 19. Damn, Scarecrow's an old character. Holy shit. He's created in 1941. About Zaz. Zaz was created in the 90s, obviously. Yeah, 92. Shadow of the Bat. I have that comic. Batman Shadow of the Bat, issue number 1, 1992. I have that. First appearance of Zaz. It's fucking crazy. Harley, her first appearance was animated series. Or Batman Harley Quinn, issue number 1, October 1999, literally the year I was born. I have that comic as well. Yeah. Yep. I love being a fucking 90s Bat fan. It's fucking phenomenal. Suck it. No, I'm kidding. Anyways, alright. Back to what I was doing. But, now, yeah, Arkham Asylum, the comic, like, the graphic novel, I can't keep stressing this enough. Like, it's fucking dark. Like, you want dark Batman. Like, you want to fucking preach to me, I want dark Batman. You want it, you'll get it. Read that fucking comic. Tell me you don't have nightmares. So, just like this game, you play this game, you're gonna have fucking PTSD from it, so. Let me tell you, Bats. What's up, guys? Thanks for opening the door for me, appreciate it. Such kind criminals. I mean, you're scumbags, but your mother taught you manners, so that's good. Never leave a bat hanging, you know what I'm saying? Alright. Would you ever get tired of hearing yourself talk? That's one Joker tooth. 3 Joker tooth. Can't go that way. Hello, bats. I on the intercom. Imagine if Joker worked at Walmart. The pickles! Oh, they're home. Yeah, we're gonna end it there, guys. Peace out. Have a good one. Take it easy. Love ya. See ya.